San Antonio's Sports Center.
The San Antonio Spurs got blown out by the Charlotte Hornets last night, falling 106-81. A bright point for the Spurs, Carter Bryant. He scored 16 points, going 4-6 from 3. In the NFL, T.J. Watt is a wealthy man. He became the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL yesterday, signing a 3-year, $123 million deal, averaging $41 million per year, with $108 million guaranteed. Micah is on deck. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! Happy Friday! Yeah. Vic, why'd you start the show so fast?
Don't you know we're busy?
It's 6.
I'm not done with my taco.
Yeah. Well, I left a little late to get the food.
I know.
Gosh, that was extraordinary.
I guess I'm going to have to finish mine on the other
Me
side.
too. We're going to have to wait at least 15 minutes
Oh, I
to...
forgot toothpicks.
I know.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
So happy Friday.
Yeah.
Happy
set.
Friday. It's a Taco Friday.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, how we doing out there, America? Or San Antonio? Whoever's, I'm guessing people outside of San Antonio are listening.
The 210, the 830,
There's some people from
the 782s.
people come from
The
all around.
956.
They come from all around.
The
come from
956.
Oh, I still have an open tab on my computer from yesterday. Pete Davidson's sex roster.
Jeez.
That's one of those things that something weird were to happen to you.
If I
and then that's-
died, that's what would have popped
and
up.
they have to they do a forensic search of your computer.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to figure out what happened to you. And one of the things pops up. It's Pete Davidson's sex roster.
Oh man.
Got some impressive notes.
Yeah, it's got all the stuff that I did like for work for today, but
Right.
that one
That's still
at the
there.
very beginning still open, just in case I needed it
Hey.
A
again.
little pop over there.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know when you're going to need to. Oh, who else did he bang? Oh,
Oh, wow.
Hold on, I have that
I'm
right
going to
here.
stalk her, too.
man.
I have that right here. Hold on.
I'll be damned. Yeah. Anybody? So if anybody has any questions, I've got them. That's the good news. Well, it's Friday. I don't want to say summer league came to an end.
Oh, it did. I mean, we're still playing for giggles.
Okay. I think it. Yeah, like the meaningful part of it came to an end. However meaningful any of it really is.
I think we knew their altitude, and I don't blame them one bit. Once they set Dylan Harper down, you knew that the team was going to went kind of like, oh, okay, we get it.
So we're not.
Oh, so you
trying
don't really
anymore.
want us to win this. And I'm sure they
interesting.
laid the gauntlet down and challenged those young players. But the fact of the matter is they went into a gunfight with a knife.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have enough. A 23-0 run to close out the second quarter is no way to go through life.
Yeah.
And they never really looked back.
So, it's still, again, it's not over yet.
Well, I mean, the grape has been smashed. Now it's to go make the wine. We know what we got.
Oh, I like that. I was going to say make the jelly.
Or the same thing. You know what I mean?
Either you're making
One's better.
You're making Smuckers or you're making wine.
Making
we'll
wine.
see what this team makes.
But we know. I think we've got ourselves a legitimate possible roster dude and Jones Garcia. We know Dylan Harper can play. I think Diallo's got a place at the training camp table.
Okay.
Maybe the young guard, number 18. I never can remember his name.
Carter Bryant last night
No,
looked
Carter
like
had
he-
the game. Yeah. So, I mean, I would love to win a title. It's been a long time. But it's kind of like winning an intramural award.
Yeah, we're
They'll
not.
be-
You don't show up to win the summer league title.
No, and there's something to be said about being cool enough to just that we're good.
Yeah.
We don't need to hustle that hard.
We don't want that thing hanging up in the arena anyway, right?
Well, and you know, it was a drop the mic kind of thing. I think now I would rest Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant can walk out of the gym going, I had a game. He was 3 of 4 to start the game out, defensively solid as you'd expect, and let him drop the mic. And,
I don't think I'd rest him. Because I just want him to play against good dudes.
I think we're getting to just barely above pickup level when you're playing in the consolation. Yeah, I just don't think there's not a lot of good to be had. I think everybody that plays in this consolation bracket is probably going to be heavily scouted by the Turkish A-League. You know, I mean, so these guys are here for a purpose, but not to play in the United States.
Well, at least they tried.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just, you know, this is why you pull guys down, because other guys deserve a shot and they're looking for a job, and let them go run.
Got to work somewhere.
Yeah.
Spurs get their ass kicked last night. Kniefel looks like a baller.
He's a solid basketball player. Looks like he's an old soul.
I will say, don't ever let the Charlotte Hornets beat you by that.
I know.
Like, that part is kind of embarrassing. I said it yesterday. Hopefully this is the last time in the next 5 to 10 years that the Spurs are underdogs against the Hornets.
I hadn't seen Charlotte play at all. They execute, man. We're watching a highlight package as we talk about it. And P.J. Hall made us look like a donut.
They kind of are.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I love me a donut, but that's not the kind of way you want to go out. I thought this team legitimately had a shot, and with Dylan Harper, maybe they did.
Well, listen, it's again, whatever your expectation was, whatever your hopes were, I don't think anybody was like, oh, my God, we got to win this summer league title. I think the people who really want to see them win are the people who go to the games.
Oh,
like
true.
I'm going to go up, and I'm a Spurs fan. I'm going to go up and watch summer league in Vegas. Then you're like, oh, I want to see them win. Let's go all the way. But I didn't. I mean, to me, winning, losing, this doesn't matter.
I will say this. Harrison Ingram had his best game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
About time.
He almost went 50% from 3.
Okay.
So he took 11, made 5.
Okay.
So, I mean, there was enough for maybe to keep him around a little bit longer. I mean, I really don't think they planned on him continuing to be a Spur after the draft. You know, maybe he had run his route. But I think there might be a reason to keep him around on that, too.
Well, if he can shoot, they'll probably find a way to keep him around. I think when you see at this point, what do you take from it at this point? When I mean, obviously Dylan Harper's out for a different reason, but when you see the Duje and Lilly and Farrakhan and Nate Mensah not get any minutes, does that mean we've got no interest?
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, these are the guys that are here, and certainly they've had practices where the scouts are watching and all that, but you get the sense that once you get to the consolation bracket, all these DNP CDs, they get the shot because there's a place for them someplace in the world, and this is when those scouts start cleaning up.
What'd you think of my guy, Big Caulk?
Ryan?
Yeah.
The baller. Big old.
Not too bad.
No,
huh?
there's nothing wrong with that style. I'm glad that there's a place for big men in the league that do that. And we know he's a defensive guy. And
yeah.
The Spurs were obviously a donut, but when they were huge, when it was Kalkbrenner or Hall at the same time, which was for a couple minutes, it's pretty impressive. Charlotte, you know, when you draft that high for that long, you start stacking talent, even if it's not appropriate talent.
It's funny because every year I go, oh, I kind of like what the Hornets are doing, and then every year they suck, but like they've got players that I'm, I like. Like I think Brandon Miller is going to be really good someday. I think LaMelo Ball is really good when he's out there. Miles Bridges, and I love Ryan Kalkbrenner. And then it's like, how do they keep being terrible?
I mean, even Detroit eventually fell ass backwards into it. You just can't. You have so much talent. Eventually, you start winning.
I might go crazy and see if I can make a bet for the Hornets to make the playoffs.
Oh,
I mean, it's probably a long shot, but
there might be some money there.
We keep talking about the East, like who's any good even? Why not?
If you think they can win 42 games, 43 games, it's not about. Don't look at it that as a playoff team. Just think how many games can they win, and 43 I think is a guaranteed entry.
Let's see, to make the playoffs, the Hornets. Oh my gosh, yes is 14-1.
Money there.
I think I might.
I
might throw down a hundo on that.
Well, I think a few people are giving them some more credit than I thought. I thought they might even be higher than that. But 14-1 is appropriate.
14-1 is.
What's their win total?
Let's see. Team wins
38.
24.5.
See,
I gotta go. You gotta go over that.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, they look really good in the summer league.
No, not even talking about. I'm just talking about like who their roster is.
But I think for their improvement, I think you also have to add in Atlanta, and even a down Boston team handles all this. So maybe there might not be as much as we think.
But 25 wins. I mean,
in an East, I would bet the over on that.
I think so too. They only won 19 last year.
Well,
but you got to consider last year. I mean, LaMelo missed, half the season. Brandon Miller missed 3/4 of the season.
Well, this is a show me year for Brandon. This is one of those contract extension years.
I think I'm gonna take a little shot with these guys. I'm gonna take a little shot.
Well,
with the
I know
old
this.
boys.
They're going to be. I think Kneipel's worth 5-6 games just on his own. He is an old soul basketball player. He's going to walk on the court and look like he's been there for been there, done that.
Yeah,
he's going to probably average 18, 6, 5, and 4. He's going to be a box filler and.
Well, I was telling you, he's a better defender than people think he is because he looks like a big goofy white guy. So you wouldn't think he'd be able to defend, but the guy can play on that.
He can step 3 steps in any direction as quick as anybody. So you're not going to turn the corner on him. But if you can dribble twice, you will eventually get by him. I mean, this is the NBA.
What I'm saying is he's not going to be exposed.
No, he's not going to be a liability. He can play the requisite 35 minutes without being a victim.
So I kind of like what they're doing. Again, I don't think you take much away from wins and losses in the summer league, but Hornets playing well. Spurs, like you said, it almost looked like after they decided we're not going to play Dylan Harper anymore, the guys were like, all right.
And they started strong.
Let's start rolling up our tents.
But once things started going south, they never fought back. It wasn't like there was a win it for the Gipper kind of mentality.
No.
This was, all right, let's gut it out and let's hit the pool tomorrow.
We've got some more NBA to talk. Dame Lillard has a new home, same as the old home. We've got no news on Micah, but one of his comps gets some money, so we'll talk about that. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've cleared a lot of our trouble as you head into your early morning commute. Now, your travel time on 1604 westbound, I-10 over to 281, almost a 20-minute ride. 281 southbound 1604 to Wurzbach Parkway, about 5-6 minutes. 35 northbound from 1604, making your way on up to FM 1103, 6-8-minute ride. And I-10 eastbound 410 to 1604, 5-7 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association.
The International Hot Rod Association Outlaw
Nitro Series
is back.
5 events, 4 locations, 1 explosive season.
Funny cars, promos.
You are in the stands.
Get your tickets now at IHRA.com. That's IHRA.com.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, HIMS can help. Through HIMS.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at HIMS.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED. But HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to HIMS.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime. We're not here to be the biggest. We're here to bring you something we believe is better. Our plans start at just $20. You'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
I drink alone.
Nobody else.
You ever a Thorogood fan?
I enjoy it. I had a brief period of thorough enjoyment of the Thorogood and Delaware Destroyer idiom.
Bad to the bone.
Well, he He was big, and but Pat Travers, that kind of guitar party rock.
Yeah,
they were fun.
I went to a movie last night.
How long was it? 15 minutes or so?
2 hours.
That kind of movie.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was the
Wink,
other
wink.
kind. Yeah,
Come on,
Did you have a whole theater or just one seat? Was it a whole theater or a booth?
I was with my kid.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
What'd you go see?
Superman.
Yeah. So I had several friends that had gone and saw it, and I talked to one last night. And who's this Mr. Fantastic?
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific. Evidently, this is a really cool character.
Yeah. He's a black guy, but he wears blackface.
What?
Okay.
Like, he's a black guy, but he has like some black paint on his face to make him even more black in certain spots.
Well, evidently his character's kind of crazy.
I thought he was good.
Yeah. So that's all. Is it woke? Did you feel like you had just witnessed a woke themed movie? That's what I've been reading.
No,
I don't know.
I thought it was generally pretty good. My biggest takeaway is the gal that played Lois Lane is. If I told you like the way they normally do Lois Lane, because Lois Lane's supposed to be a regular looking lady,
Well,
I
the last
guess.
Lois Lane. Well, I remember Amy Adams did it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then who was the inner one? There's been one since. But anyway, there normally is a hyper attractive, but
they kind of
business-esque, kind of dumb.
Yeah, they kind of ugly her up a little.
Yeah, kind of
normal her up.
Put glasses on her and put her in a pantsuit.
This gal is a 7, like at best. She is like she's a very regular looking lady.
Rachel Brosnahan.
Yeah. I don't even find,
she looks like Caitlin Clark.
Kind of does. Like I
I'm not kidding.
I can't, like, the idea that Superman, who could have any woman in the world.
Could he?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's Superman. Are you kidding me?
Well.
And he would want her? I'm not buying it.
Every guy's got a type.
I'm not buying it.
Every man has a type.
Yep.
Yeah, but Superman, that can't be his type.
You never know. You don't know what it looked like.
Like if you saw
space.
Like if you saw Brad Pitt with this woman on his arm, you'd be like, what the? Much less Superman. Superman? Come on. Come on. She's just a regular looking lady. I don't like it.
Maybe she does things.
She has to do stuff.
She does certain things.
Yeah, she has to do a lot of stuff to keep Superman satisfied.
So, there is that.
But yeah, I did not find her attractive. I expected, like when I first saw, I was like, that can't be. Is that supposed to be Lois Lane?
Isn't she? She's the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
Yeah, she's an attractive woman.
You find her attractive?
But she's not smoking hot. That's on the grades of above average is attractive, and then there's beautiful and smoking hot, and then there's drooling and whatever you might want to quantify it. So that's a solid 6 to 7.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not in on him or on her.
She's not unattractive.
No, but she just doesn't. She doesn't.
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
What? No. What? Who's the one? The fighter. She's the Mendoza line. The woman, the actress that played the fighter that pulled the plug.
Oh, you talking about the baby something baby $1 Million Baby?
Her. She is the Mendoza line of beauty.
Okay.
There's above her is you're on the beautiful scale. Beneath her, you're to the distant beauty scale. But she's right there.
Okay. Yeah, Hawk Girl's better. Hawk Girl is hotter, but Hawk Girl, like you never see her outside of her Hawk Girl costume, so you can't really tell.
Is it spandex?
Yeah, but she all every time she's on screen, she's screaming. It's really kind of annoying.
For those of us who've been married, we're used to it.
Yes, but overall, the Superman movie was pretty good. I would argue better than the last one. So good job on Superman. They did it the right way, I think.
Was he a good Superman?
I think he was pretty good. he wasn't as good as what's the guy's name? Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Like my son was saying this when we left. He said Henry Cavill was way cooler than this guy. Like Henry Cavill made it feel like Superman was cool. This guy made it feel like Superman's kind of nerdy.
Yeah,
and I said, well, that's kind of the point of Superman.
Yeah.
Is like Superman
He's
is supposed to be
understated.
like he's supposed to be kind of nerdy. Like he's not. And he was like, well, is Batman supposed to be cool? And I was like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, Batman's a billionaire playboy.
Yeah.
Like Batman's whole thing is I'm cool. Superman is an alien who doesn't understand social norms and
has to play the nerd.
Yeah.
And people have to believe it.
Yes. So I thought for that reason, I gave him credit. He did
There
a
you
good
go.
job.
I get it. You know, it's not on my top 3 list. I still have, I'm going to see it.
Okay.
But it's not going to be the next thing I see.
Okay. What's the next thing you're going to see?
I still haven't seen How to Train My Dragon.
I don't like movies about dragons.
I want to see Jurassic Park.
And that's
like
the other
dinosaurs.
one. So there's a theme. I need to see a couple of movies that involve cold-blooded animals.
I want something
And lizards.
I want something more believable. All right, that's why I watched Superman.
You gonna go see Fantastic Four?
I don't know. It looks so terrible, and the last couple Fantastic Four movies have been trash.
I like the Jessica Alba one.
I mean, she's hot, but those movies were ass.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think I've seen any of them.
Oh, they're dreadful.
Yeah, I've only seen the Alba one.
I mean, it was hard. I got sucked into the Marvel universe just because that was every movie that came out for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to. I didn't get sucked into Fantastic Four, and I never really been a Superman guy.
Okay.
So I'm going to see it. I've seen every one of them, but it's not first on my list. But you're the third or fourth person that said, yeah, it's worth the money. It's
And
worth going.
what did those other people say about Rachel Brosnahan?
Well, that hadn't come up, and maybe that's
I can't
because
be the only one who noticed it.
Well, I mean, maybe it's because she's just average. You don't bring it up. But the Mr. Fantastic or whatever, I've heard from 2 different people that they thought that character was pretty cool, and they liked the movie. That the effects were pretty solid. That
Yeah.
they did a good job making the movie.
I feel like I feel like a lot of people are they think it's inappropriate or they're afraid to say that chick in the movie's not that good looking, because you're not supposed to judge people based on that. But I do. I judge everyone on how they look, especially actors and actresses.
Well,
if you're going to be Superman, you better be handsome. And if you're going to bang Superman, like if Superman's going to have sex with you.
Well, is he handsome in your mind?
I think he's handsome,
Is he
yeah.
better looking than Cavill? I don't think so.
No. Are
I
you
don't think so.
crazy?
But I guess that goes to the nerdiness.
Yeah, that guy, Henry Cavill's
And in real life, if he's a
like
nerd,
if I were gay, I'd consider him.
well,
He's the Witcher.
Yeah.
maybe this follows the character. He's a nerd. He's not going to pick up hot. He's not going to be pulling the smoke like Batman would. He would be pulling average. He'd be pulling the smart one, the librarian.
And then the guy who plays, I don't know what I know. Like, there's an actor that I know that plays Jimmy Olsen, but I don't know what I know him from. I think he's been in something like that. He was in the Vacation movie. He was like, I don't know. And he was in Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm looking at the IMDb. Where is Jimmy Olsen?
And Night at the Museum.
I was last night. I was like, where do I know this guy from, other than Righteous Gemstones? And I can't really come up with it. He's the older brother in Righteous Gemstones, the oldest son.
Oh yeah.
Like in season 1, remember he's the one who's trying to rob. He's trying to rob Grandpa, but yeah. So he's like sort of one of those intentionally nerdy looking guys.
Oh yeah.
You know who I'm talking.
Yeah, he finally popped up. Yeah, he's the Gemstone's oldest son.
His name is Skylar Gisando. I don't know, but apparently when I was reading about them casting him, when he first went in, he for the audition for Superman, he thought he was auditioning to be Superman.
This is Spider-Man.
He was like, so this was his quote. He said, I thought I was auditioning for Superman. In my head, I was just like, well, I wouldn't have been my first choice, but James is always doing stuff outside the box. I guess I get it, man. It's more of an everyday Superman. That's kind of cool. And then I was very quickly was like, no, actually, I totally see it. He said, we auditioned. I sent a tape in, and my reps called, and they were like, they want you to come back in. And I was like, oh, great. And just to clarify, I know it's dummy sides. It's for Superman, right? And the phone kind of went silent. And one was like, no, they weren't dummy sides. It said Jimmy. And I was like, right. And they were like, how'd you get a call back? You didn't even know who you were auditioning for? I don't know, but it worked out.
There you have it.
How funny is that? He thought he was going to be Superman. This would have been the goofiest looking Superman ever. Like, I would have walked out of the theater if he was Superman. I really would have. I would have turned right around and said, nope, not today. Not today. All right, let's hit a break. We've got Colt tickets to give away later on in the show.
No, you don't.
We'll talk about Dame Lillard coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've cleared a lot of our trouble as you head into your early morning commute. Now, your travel time on 1604 westbound, I-10 over to 281, almost a 20-minute ride. 281 southbound 1604 to Wurzbach Parkway, about 5-6 minutes. 35 northbound from 1604, making your way on up to FM 1103, 6-8-minute ride. And I-10 eastbound 410 to 1604, 5-7 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Texas Department of Transportation. A heavy foot can cost you a heavy fine or more. Speeding is a factor in 1,500,000 crashes every year in Texas. So always follow the speed limit. And if there's bad weather or road construction ahead, slow down. Be safe. Drive smart. A message from TxDOT.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
George gets justice. If you've been injured, get George, because George gets justice. With over 100 years of combined experience and a relentless dedication to your case, the attorneys at George Salinas Injury Lawyers will fight for what's right. If you've been injured and it's not your fault, get George and get the compensation you deserve. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime. We're not here to be the biggest. We're here to bring you something we believe is better. Our plans start at just $20. You'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to billshappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
Bills Happen is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to billshappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to billshappen.com. That's billshappen.com. Billshappen.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we'll react to the Spurs' big game against the Charlotte Hornets last
Big
night.
Summer League game.
Big Summer League game, that's for sure.
TJ Watt got paid yesterday. The clock is ticking for Jerry and Micah. Parsons says he's going to training camp regardless, though.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's go! Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, voice of an angel.
Yeah.
Maybe getting back together.
So this song popped back out of the charts when that dude was skateboarding.
Yeah, with cranberry juice.
Yeah, cranberry juice. And it was like he was a roughneck up in like North Dakota.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting a pickup out of this and all kinds of stuff. That was awesome.
Good move.
It's a smooth song, man. Hard to be in a bad mood.
Oh, you're right. Dame Lillard.
Hard to be in a bad mood.
3-year, $42 million to go back to the Portland Trailblazers. Remember, he got waived by the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, bought out.
And they stretched out his $113 million contract so they could sign Miles Turner instead. Lillard now gets to basically have a set salary of $70 million between the two deals. That's pretty good for a guy who's...
If you're never going to get a ring, that's a pretty good consolation prize.
You know what? And is a guy who's going to get $70 million next year, and who knows how much he's going to even play because he's coming off a blown-out Achilles. And then he'll have 2 years after that where he makes $70 million a year.
Yesterday, we were talking about De'Aaron Fox, and the right thing to do as far as karma, the right thing to do as far as reputation, is to sign De'Aaron to the absolute max you can pay him for a couple of reasons. And the Karmic move to go get Dame for Portland, I think, is one of those, there's good out in the universe now. You know, they brought the guy home. He's going to get to finish his career as a Trailblazer where he should be. And when he goes into the Hall of Fame, it'll be with a Trailblazer jersey on. And he's coming to a team that by the time he arrives, they ain't going to be great, but they're not going to be bad. I mean, he's going to actually matter to him. So he'll go out mattering to a team. And for a guy that's given heart, soul, and everything not to get even close, it's the best possible finality to a career.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'm glad to see him go back. A guy who, I mean, really, I think almost left, like they almost had to drag him out of town. This guy's a trailblazer.
Yeah, it's just Karmic, it's the right thing to do. Financially, I think they're crazy. They could have spent money in a much better way, certainly not a more appropriate way, but one that has a little bit more of an eye towards success than being karmically correct.
If I said the Portland Trailblazers in their history have had 22 games where a player scored at least 50 points in the game.
Well, I can think of maybe 3 dudes in the history of that team that are even capable of that.
How many do you think Dame Lillard of the 22?
Well, I'd say most. Him, Clyde, and Brandon Roy. Divide them amongst the 3.
16 of the 22 were Dame Lillard, including the 6 highest scoring games in the history of the Trailblazers were Dame Lillard. Dame Stoudemire has one.
Oh, I forgot about Dame in his days. Clyde didn't get a 50-burger?
Clyde got 50 once.
Did Brandon Roy ever get one?
Brandon Roy got 50 once. Jeff Petrie got 50 twice. 51, in fact, twice. And C.J. McCollum got it once.
Oh, there you go. Jeff Petrie.
Yeah, name I'm not familiar with. It was in 1973.
It was of the era, yeah.
But yeah, Dame Lillard is the trailblazer. Didn't really want to leave. Also realized he couldn't really win there, and the Blazers wanted to try something without him.
Yeah, they did the DeMarcus Ware. Go forth and conquer. We love you.
Yeah. And then, it just didn't work out. So he's going to come back and finish his career where he wants to be. And
I'm a firm believer that if you do good, good will come back. And I think they did a good thing. And I think good will come back to him.
It's kind of weird because we've talked about the Blazers as a team who should be tanking, but just have no interest in doing so.
They drafted too well.
They tried too hard, quite frankly. But now they've brought back Drew Holiday and Dame Lillard. They're not trying to go the young route.
Well, I mean, they do have some kids on this roster.
Yeah, but it's
a good mix. They're going to be a good team. They're not going to be a great team, but I certainly wouldn't want to go into Portland. They're going to have a home record. They're not going to lose 10 games at home.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. Shadon Sharp, if he continues to develop, Scoot Henderson.
Scoot, we saw what he was doing at the end. He'll have some mentorship coming around the bend. Drew Holiday is a player's player. So
and you know what I think of Donovan Clingan. I think he's going to develop into a pretty good player.
They're a 35-win team, 40-win team.
I think that's probably fair. They're probably going to be about what the Spurs were this year.
Yeah.
So congrats to Dame Lillard. Congrats to the Portland Trailblazers for getting one of the good guys back. That's always a good thing. All right. Let's see where we want to go next. I think I want to talk about I want to talk some NFL. I want to talk a lot of NFL today, in fact. Well, I guess when we come back, we'll talk about TJ Watt, and we'll relate it to Micah. We've got some sound from Micah. That's sort of the last big domino to fall, it seems, in the contract world, at least for these pass rushers.
Well,
now
the line is drawn, $41 million and $108 million guaranteed. That is the center of the bullseye.
But as Michael will say, I'm a lot younger than TJ Watt. About 5 years. I'm about 5 years younger than him.
No, I'm about $10 million
that will be reflected. Trust me. We know the first step on these stairs is $41 million.
I'm about
$108 million
5
guaranteed.
years younger than that man.
So
we'll talk about that on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm present the second annual Back to School Drive, Saturday, August 2nd from 11 till 1 p.m. or while supplies last at the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-aged children while supplies last, so don't be late. Presented by the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Sponsored in part by North Park Toyota, Centromed, Romo Door Supply, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's Jason and Joe from The Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 21st and 22nd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. So join The Blitz at Circa Las Vegas.
Details and discounted rooms with promo code BLITZ available online at sasportstar.com.
Why'd I go to the doctor? My heart would race just taking my son to practice. It didn't feel right. So I got checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Like spam. Oh, good old Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I think if you started with Cypress Hill, you ended as a juggalo.
I don't think that's true.
You started out just enjoying a little bit of crazy rap. Next thing you know, you're wearing big pants and drinking orange drink. Like, what happened to you?
I like the I like
clown makeup.
I like the next verse here. Insane in the brain. On the cover, now it's time for the blabber to watch that belly get fatter. Fat boy on a diet. Don't try it. Jack your ass like a looter in a riot. Oh,
nice.
Slamming that ass, leaving your face in the grass. Don't take a chulo lightly. Oh, this is the verse right here, baby. Wicked. Wow. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe these guys did end up being juggalos.
Yeah, if you start, they were like your starter drug.
Yeah.
You got into Cypress, it was fun. Next thing you know, you're craving orange. What's that stuff called?
Fago.
Fago. You're craving some Fago and wanting to paint your face, and suddenly you're wearing giant pants, painted face.
Jenkos.
Yeah, then he said like big Jenko pants.
Yeah.
Like, all I was a Cypress Hill fan.
You could fit a laptop in a back pocket.
Yeah. Next thing I know, I'm dancing around with a bunch of clowns. I don't know.
And then he said, like Louis Armstrong played the trumpet, I'll hit that bong and break you off something.
Hey, you think of the weirdest stuff when you smoke.
Here we go. Armstrong played the trumpet, I'll hit that bong and break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and trying to snatch my cops. These pigs want to blow my house down. Oh, what a song. We haven't played this one before, Vic. Good job. This is a good cut.
I'm trying, man.
What year is this, 1994?
Maybe a little later than that.
95 or 96?
No, I was in junior high for sure.
Okay.
I was.
Let's just safely say mid-90s.
You know what? I'm going to lean to early 90s.
Okay.
But either way,
94.
94? Okay. All right.
94.
That's enough. Enough weed music, you potheads. The two of you. I just can't. Cheech and Chong over here.
What?
Yeah. Attack your ass like a Luda in a riot.
Hold on, I'm almost done.
Oh, come on, Vic. Is that your guts or your bong? You never know with Vic.
That's actually how my guts feel right now.
I showed you guys that picture I found that made me think of Vic. It was like a cup of Starbucks, and it's like the first, like it's a line, and it says the first, like, you know, 7/8 of it. It's like, ooh, what a delicious sweet treat I've got here.
I love it.
And then the last 1/8, it's like, OMG, the poop monster's here, and I owe him money.
You want to hear something crazy about Cypress Hill?
I do.
They're about to release a record.
Okay.
That they recorded with the London Symphony Orchestra.
Oh.
That they've also turned into a live film.
Wow. Okay.
If you'd told me the most unlikely pairing in all the world.
Who you
Cypress
trying to get
Hill
crazy with? They say.
And the London Philharmonic.
Don't you know I'm London Philharmonic?
They're calling it, this was born out of a Simpsons episode.
Oh, really? Is that what it says?
Palooza episode from 1996.
Wow.
That's what it's it's really what it
started
came
out
from?
of that, and they ended up performing with the
that's brilliant.
Deep Cypress Hill cut right there.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we'll play it on this.
I don't think we will.
Why not?
I don't know. Be real, standing in front of the.
We like the Simpsons on
hoi
this show.
The hoi polloi of London, the Royal Albert Hall.
All right. T.J. Watt gets his dough. 3 years, $123 million, the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history again. 108 fully guaranteed, tops the $40.25 million per year that Jamar Chase just got, and also tops the $40 million that Myles Garrett just got. So they say, okay, well, 40.25, now 41. Micah?
I think we know where we're starting.
I think, yep. I got a feeling he's going to be just higher than that. Now, and what's funny is...
Would you rather have, knowing that you're great and the likelihood of you being cut is slim, would you rather have the highest, the biggest contract of all time or the biggest guarantee of all time?
The likelihood of me getting cut
because you're Micah.
Slim.
I mean, you think you're going to get cut in 4 years? You're going to get it all, but you don't have that trophy of the biggest, the best, the mostest.
Here's why I want the guaranteed, because oftentimes you don't get cut, but you get asked to renegotiate for cap purposes.
Absolutely right. But whatever contract you signed as Micah Parsons, you're going to get every penny. It might not be in the time frame that you initially signed for, but even if it's not guaranteed, unless there's something absolutely catastrophic, you have to expect that you're going to get every penny.
Now, you remember when this was not as smooth for the Steelers and T.J. Watt as it's been for the Cowboys with Micah. Because
T.J. started bellyaching a little bit.
Yeah, he was like, what the hell, man?
And it worked.
And also his teammates were like, hey, what the hell? Why aren't we paying TJ?
And do you think that Micah's getting that same support? Do you think there's guys in the Cowboy locker room going, hey, pay Micah?
I haven't heard it out loud.
Well, no. And, most of the time I don't blame players for just staying out. The only thing that a player can do to help himself and this team was, I hope that Micah gets all the money he wants. And that's all you can really say.
No, I will say it's a little different because for Aaron Rodgers has to be on the Pat McAfee show. So Aaron Rodgers has to get his public image out there. He publicly said they need to pay TJ. And then Cam Hayward, who's on the Rich Eisen show pretty regularly, he said something. The Cowboys don't really have a guy besides Micah who is as out there in the media that has any kind of clout.
Dak could say something.
But Dak doesn't talk to the media very much.
So Dak could be the dude that says something. I think he'd be the only one that would say, go sign him.
Dak and CD are the only ones that have the name brand to do something about it, and neither one of them really talk to the media.
And I would say to a man, they would all pay him, but I don't think they don't have the advocate. And I think, TJ's got – everybody knew that TJ had earned this. Everybody. And it was just a matter of, will Pittsburgh come up with the money? Because somebody will. He's going to get it. It's just going to be either from Pittsburgh or somebody else. And I think that was the biggest, longest question was, is Pittsburgh going to dig deep enough to keep him?
Well, here's a little timeline for you. And this shows you what time costs in the NFL. You know what? Because we got to take a break here. When we come back, I'll tell you I'll tell you exactly what time costs in the NFL and exactly what time has cost Jerry Jones so far. Because we did this exercise last year with Dak. We're doing it again with Micah Parsons. So we'll talk about that coming up. But because I don't want to shortchange the conversation. So but we're talking like, and when I say time, I'm talking like 3-4 months what it can cost you. And it's a gross amount of money.
Our president got a taco. Trump always chickens out.
Yep.
Jerry always pays.
Yeah. Too much.
Jerry always pays.
We'll be back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Bobby Bones here with some easy trivia. What does the Staples easy button say? That was easy. Boom. I mean, that was easy. You knew that, right? And now you know to press it for prints, shipping, and even passport photos. Plus, next day delivery to over 98% of the U.S. I see you, Staples. That was easy.
Game day starts at home, and Romo Door Supply delivers the win. From sturdy entrance doors to stylish interiors, Romo's got what your home team needs. Visit RomoDoorSupply.com. Quality doors, unbeatable prices. That's RomoDoorSupply.com.
Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for the rights of San Antonians for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. What is something you see often as a personal injury attorney and protecting your clients?
The one thing we always see without fault in a case is that the insurance company will always reach out to them soon after the collision, and they try to get them to agree to a low settlement. They try to get them to agree to signing a piece of paper. They want them essentially to sign their rights away without ever even consulting with an attorney, right? In the grand scheme of things, if you sign a piece of paper, you're signing your future interest away. So that's why it's so important to call the Gomez Law Firm, because we make sure we protect your rights, and you're not signing your life away, you're not signing your rights away.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then call the Gomez Law Firm first. 210-736-4040 or visit joegomezlaw.com. Protect your family and protect your rights.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
See website for details. Bills happen, but not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to billshappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
Bills Happen is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in a parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we do have a couple of new trouble spots. Let's start downtown on 35, upper level northbound at Alamo. That's an accident, left lane already, 17-minute delay as you stop and go from 90. On Loop 410 eastbound at 37, southeast side of town, disabled vehicle has the right shoulder blocked. And ongoing road work continues I-10 westbound at off-ramp to Zool Road. Road work blocking the exit ramp. 1604 westbound I-10 over to 281 right now, a 17-minute ride and about 6-8 minutes along 35 northbound as you head 1604 on up to FM 1103. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The San Antonio Spurs got blown out by the Charlotte Hornets last night, falling 106-81. A bright point for the Spurs, Carter Bryant. He scored 16 points, going 4-6 from 3. In the NFL, T.J. Watt is a wealthy man. He became the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL yesterday, signing a 3-year, $123 million deal, averaging $41 million per year, with $108 million guaranteed. Micah is on deck. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, gather around. It's the Morning Huddle. Yeah, I'm Rob. AJ just jumped up and ran out of the studio. I don't know. We expect he shall return post-haste. It's 7:02 in the blessed AM. Welcome to Friday. You made it. Some of us might have barely made it.
I'm not.
Others might not have made it at all.
I'm not going to make it.
But we will muddle through with whoever stands tall, stays in studio. Hey, we were talking about it as we went to break. Micah is, Micah Parsons waiting on the contract. We knew that TJ was probably going to get signed. And before AJ ran out, the timeline of value is going to be pretty apparent. The hottest thing in the NFL right now is the non-quarterback contract dollars. How we feeling? We doing better?
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah. You doing better?
My turn.
Yeah, well.
Life comes at you fast.
I'll tell you.
Life comes at you fast, Bubba. Let me tell you
It's
that.
truly a tag team. You might want to inform him which one you used.
He'll know as soon as he walks
outside.
outside.
That's why we want to avoid that.
I wouldn't leave that room if I were you.
2 depth charges in one vicinity.
It's Alamex Day here at the Morning Huddle.
Well, that reversed pretty quick.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's think about this for a second.
Let's do the timeline of cost.
I said yesterday, I think the most apt comp to Micah Parsons is Max Crosby. They're about the same age. Both seem like they're in their prime, productive, great pass rushers on underperforming teams. Feels pretty similar, right?
Well, I think now, yeah.
Max on March 5th got $35.5 million per year. Little over 2 weeks later.
So it's about $1 million a month.
Yeah. Danielle Hunter got $35.6 million. Now, I don't think Danielle Hunter's as good as Micah or Max Crosby.
No, but again, his turn.
That's what it boils down to is when do you go? And he's older. He's 30.
They're all riding an escalator, man. Next guy up.
So Danielle Hunter gets a little more than Max Crosby, and you go, oh, okay. Well, March, a couple days after that, Myles Garrett, $40 million. Now, Myles Garrett is, I would say Myles Garrett's better than Micah Parsons, but older. My assumption is Myles Garrett has probably 1 or 2 more years of peak football before we start to see some decline.
Well, I mean, but some decline is still pretty damn good.
It'll still be really good.
We got 5 years of solid football as long as Myles wants to play.
Whereas, I mean, Micah might still not even be at his best yet, is what I mean. Like, we've seen the best of Myles Garrett, is what I think.
Yeah.
He got 40. Then Jamar Chase, now this is a different position, but Jamar Chase got 40.25, just like a few days after Myles got that money. Then TJ Watt yesterday gets $41 million. That's July 17th. So now we're talking about March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July is about
$1 million a month.
$1.5 million per month.
Now we're about to, and it's not so much the 40 million or 41, 42. We're starting to get into massive percentages of cap space. And now, so you know your quarterback's going to take up the most of your cap space. And normally your left tackle is going to take up the second most. And now your third most is your rush end or your wide receiver, depending on who you prefer. And we know that dollar value lands at 41 or 42. I think it's going to be which side of the balloon that Micah wants, how long he wants it to play. But we know he's going to come in right about 42, 43 million.
Yep.
I really think if I'm Micah, the guarantee is probably the argument. I don't think there's a lot of – we all know it's going to come in about 42, 43. It's just a matter how long and how much guaranteed. That would be the sticking point. If I was Micah, I would want a short-term, high-paid, fully guaranteed deal. That's not what the Cowboys are going to give him. Now, they might give him a shorter deal, but it ain't going to be all guaranteed. So, again, I think it goes back to – where do you want to hang your hat? Do you want to have the most guaranteed of all time? Because you want to walk away with this with some kind of record. You know, you want to be able to hang your hat on, this is what I got. The pinnacle of my career was this.
I don't know. Like, is that really what you want?
I guarantee you it is. That is the monopoly money of professional sports. Guess what I just got? The biggest guarantee, the most, whatever it might be. That's what the agent can use to promote his business. And as an athlete, you can look at it and go, I've reached the pinnacle. Look what I just did. I got this X guaranteed as the most ever, or something where you can say I'm the biggest, baddest ever, knowing full well next week it's going to get broke. But for a brief shining moment, you can say I set the market.
And both he's got 2 teammates who have done just that. Dak Prescott still holds the highest 3-year average per year salary of anyone ever at $61.6 million. Does not hold the largest total guaranteed contract. Remember, he came up just short of Deshaun in that.
Right.
And then Josh Allen shattered that anyway. CeeDee Lamb was getting $34 million per year, which was a record at the time. Then Justin Jefferson beat that, and Jamar Chase smashed that. And then same with total guaranteed. I'm with you. I think it will be one or the other.
He's going to be the biggest, mostest, yeah, but for one of those two.
Because Myles Garrett still has the most guaranteed money at $123 million. TJ has the highest 3-year APY.
Both could walk away raising their arms. I've got the most ever of this. So Micah's going to get one, and I think the longer you wait, obviously it's going to be more, but that doesn't matter to Jerry. He doesn't care the most, or he doesn't care the amount. He just wants to make sure it's done his way. That's all that really matters.
Which means late and gets a lot of attention.
Too much, yes. So Micah can wake up very comfortable. And he can easily say, I'm going to go to camp because just Jerry always pays.
Well, I'm not sure when we get this. Like last year, we kept thinking, oh, it's going to happen at camp. It's going to happen at camp. It's going to happen at camp. And then nothing happened at camp. My assumption is it will happen at camp, but now my assumption becomes it'll happen somewhere between now and 5 minutes before kickoff of game one.
Because the other guy out there, Hendrickson from Cincinnati, I don't think plays into this negotiation
Not at all.
So we know, and there's nothing else after that, right? We're not. Everybody else will be a next year thing.
Yeah.
So we know the playing field. We know exactly where the numbers are going to be, unless Cincinnati pulls a rabbit out of the hat and does something crazy, crazily unexpected. And I don't.
You're right. If they pay Trey Hendrickson, T.J. Watt money, then now he does play into the conversation. But I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think Jerry's concerned about that, and I don't think Micah's agent's looking up to Cincinnati for a market-setting deal. So now it is they can set the market, and however that wants to be. And I get the sense that the ball is in Micah's court right now because I know Jerry's no fool.
Yeah.
You know, he knows where the dollars are going to land, and he probably doesn't have the most on the table yet, but I get the sense he will.
Yeah, I'm I don't know. And the other thing is, like, Trey Hendrickson's not going to get a 4-year deal.
I can't imagine any of that comes close. He might get a 2-year whopper.
That's kind of what I think.
But that's not what Jerry's going to do.
My guess, it's probably going to be like 2 years, $72 million, something like that.
Yeah, all fully guaranteed, but still underneath the annual market.
But yeah, I don't think it impacts Micah, but clearly this is another example of Jerry waiting and waiting and waiting. And listen, it's none of my business, but I don't understand how this is good. I don't know how this is good for your bottom line.
What is it, the definition of insanity? I mean, this is just de rigueur. This is what Jerry does. Same thing over and over. We're going to draw this out as long as possible until I don't care how much I pay, as long as I control the narrative. He will pay for control.
Here on ESPN right now, has Jerry Jones made a mistake not extending Micah Parsons by now? I mean, you can have this conversation every year.
Jerry loves. Today's going to be his best day in the last couple of months. He's going to love this.
His name's going to be all over.
He's watching all the screens. This Jerry crazy, and he's tipping his mojito, having a fine afternoon.
But when you think about, like you mentioned, salary cap percentage, like if you take the money you could have saved by paying Dak 3 months earlier, 4 months earlier, the money you could have saved by paying CD 3 or 4 months earlier, the money you could have saved by paying Micah 3 or 4 months earlier.
Suddenly free agents become very much more available because you got more money in your pocket.
Yeah, that, you're talking about like a real impactful amount of money.
Yeah,
that is now just eaten up into the fold, and it's bad business.
It's bad business, but scoreboard. Bottom line, if we're talking business, it's great business. I have the most expensive, wealthiest franchise in the world doing what I'm doing. No, it's great business. It's bad for the product, but as far as business goes, shoot, I'm doing fine. What are you talking about?
Okay, good. Like when you said scoreboard, I was going to say, well,
no,
scoreboard.
See,
you finished third in the division. You were 7-10.
I'm describing the essence of the Jones family. Their scoreboard ain't in the stadium; it's in the bank.
Yeah, it's such an odd way to run a team. I think I don't get it. And especially now, while you're in chase mode, you see what Washington's doing. You see what Philadelphia just did. It seems like you'd want to change something up.
Oh, they want to win.
The way you're doing it isn't working.
Over the years, Jerry wants to win, but he wants to make money first.
Yeah, winning's not his priority.
No. Well, it's a priority. I don't ever want to take that away. I don't want to let anybody think. No, the bottom line is first. How much did I make yesterday? Okay. Now I'll do business.
But for a guy who's so concerned about what's going into his pocket, like why it seems like a guy who's
that doesn't matter.
Lighting cigars with $100 bills type of thing.
He'll pay you $105 if he'll make $106. So and his view is the longer I wait and the more I pay you, the more I'll make.
Because it always nonsensical.
His way of doing business is, you think I'm crazy? I'm going to pay Dak, what is it, $48 million a year, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to make 49 off of it. And the longer I wait and the more I pay him, in my mind, the more I'll make.
All right. Let's hit a break. When we come back, we will hear from Micah on this. He was on a podcast with The Undertaker, of all people.
Like we were saying in pre-show, would you say no to an invite from The Undertaker?
No, of course not. The Undertaker, one of my best friends.
I'll
A lot
be
of
there
people
early.
don't know. A lot of people don't know. The Undertaker and I are very tight, very tight. We'll do that next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Bunkin' Biscuit would like to invite you to a party. Don't forget, we're having a get-together, a fun house tour, if you might. On July the 23rd, it's next Wednesday. Starting at 2 o'clock, the Blitz will be broadcasting live from Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, right there off 35 in Selma, at 16302 I-35 to be exact. Just go ahead and map your Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It'll take you right there. It's going to be a great afternoon, and I want to invite you out there. I love the place. You know, your pets are the most important thing in your house, probably more important than your kids. They're certainly happier to see you when you get home, right? And if you're taking them every day to daycare or you're leaving town for a weekend or a long vacay, there's no better place than Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. I can tell you from firsthand experience, they love your dogs as much as you do. They'll tuck them in. There's treats. There's video services. Everything you're looking for in a full-service pet spa, and then some, because the genuine love is there. I want you to see it. Come out and join us. Again, it's next Wednesday, July the 23rd from 2 to 6. There's going to be raffles, giveaways, free food for your pets and owners, all kinds of fun stuff. Go see where your dog should be, and that is Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit just out 35. Come out there and see us. I'll see you on Thursday.
College of Healthcare Professionals and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
My name is Jessica. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. I slept all the time, was fatigued, had no energy, and a bad attitude. Now I've lost 50 pounds and I'm still losing. My medications have been scaled back, my emotions are stable, and I have lots of energy. People at work say I'm happy, perky, and my husband says he's not walking on eggshells around me any longer. The Institute for Functional Health changed my life.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
School's out, summer's in, and that vacation countdown is officially on. But what about your four-legged MVP? Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma has your furry family member covered. Daycare, boarding, grooming, and training, they've got it all. They're built for your pet's health, happiness, and tail-wagging good times. If you're in the military, your teacher, or your first responder, they've got barking good exclusive discounts. So go ahead, book that trip, hit the beach, crush your summer plans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit has your pet in good hands. Because home away from home isn't just for humans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits in Selma.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Banger meatball.
Somebody's going to have to explain that to me.
What a banger meatball is?
As opposed to a regular meatball.
Well,
banger in Britain, it means sausages are sometimes called bangers due to their tendency to burst open when cooked.
That can't be right.
Well, that sounds like fun. I'm sure it's delicious.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1. San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying, fun, looking forward to the weekend.
Bang! Bang! Come on, man.
Yeah! Here we go.
That's still the best.
Bang!
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Just trying to play golf. You're beating my ass, my friend's ass. Stop it.
But his friend was kind of an ass.
Come on, man.
You kind of get what's coming.
Just beat him once. Don't throw him in the lake. I gotta get home.
Don't you think one bang was enough?
Yeah. Bang, you got him. You're right. He earned it.
He's gonna cry in the car.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
It's so
he wasn't
great.
even mad. He's just
so great.
What? Come on, man.
And he's recording.
Dude, one bang was enough.
Vic, imagine, let's say you're getting your ass kicked by some former hockey player.
All right.
Because Rob does seem like the kind of guy who'd be like, hey, come on, man, let's settle this. We don't need this. We don't need it. But Rob, the whole time he's saying,
Just
like,
never
come on,
dropped the
man.
camera.
He's recording you getting your ass beat.
Wow, that really hurt. Stop it, dude.
Like, leave him alone, man.
Here, hold my camera.
Bang! Come on, man.
Oh, man. I got to get home in an hour.
What a terrible friend.
I'm never going to get all 18 in.
What
He
a
was
terrible
stomping
friend.
his foot, right? Like
Well,
he's
no,
in
I
a
think
wrestling ring.
Oh, yeah. It was like he was selling it.
I think his friend knew his friend needed his ass kicked. I think he was
so.
like, well, I get it, but come on, man. I don't get to play once a week. Don't throw him in the lake.
Oh, well,
Just one bang. That's all you needed.
just one
One
good bang. Oh, man. All right, let's hear from Micah, who, like I said, was on a podcast with The Undertaker. And, like, he asked Micah, are you the one who wanted to drag this thing out?
We obviously want to get done early. We want that relief off our backs, but obviously ownership is always going to make it drag out, make it more complicated than it has to be. Lack of communication in that standpoint. But, I just always say, God has me this far. He ain't done with me yet. So, I just keep working, keep going. And then when it come, I'm going to be ready. But, it ain't going to be no drop off.
Which, by the way, during this podcast, I had a real hard time taking Micah seriously because he was wearing one of those giant oversized hats. That is the worst trend that's ever happened.
I've never understood it. The first time I saw it, I thought, "What? That guy lost a bet."
Like,
why would you want to put on a giant? Hat?
I don't understand it. I hate it. I hate it. So Micah's saying he wanted to get it done early. Ownership's dragging their feet. And then he continues on that same topic.
I would never understand it. We wanted to do the contract last year. They're just kind of like we want to do Dak and CD, and then you go out there, perform again, and then you would think like, all right, we'll get it done early. We know there's some guys that's about to get ready to get repaid, like Miles. Max is going, so you would think like, hey, let's get ahead of that. You know what I mean? I just never understand, when guys come into the league and they're consistent and they, they perform well, why they got such an urge. But then there's guys that just have one good year or maybe 2 good years, and it's just like they get it right away. And even now, you got TJ and Max and all these other guys that's getting paid, and you can't want us to take less because you just decided to wait,
I mean, it sounds like Micah feels the same way about it that we do.
It's always personal, man. I don't care. You want it to be just business. It's always personal when it's your money.
This is the first time I've heard Micah be like, I don't know what they're doing. Like,
well, I mean, we are getting one side of the story. I mean, and I always never forget that. And you can decide who you're pro or against. But
listen, Rob, if one side didn't have a long history of doing this exact thing, I'd believe there were 2 sides. But
no, there's 2 sides, and the last bit of that statement was a bit telling. It does sound a little bit like they lowballed him. He did say
sure.
It did sound like that first offer was lowballed, and then they talk about this communication thing. Again, Micah's been here long enough to know Jerry always pays. Jerry always pays. And we've come to the point where we now know that Jerry's going to pay him. It's just a matter of when.
So then the Undertaker goes on to ask him about reporting to camp. Oh, this one's not playing for some reason.
First to win the Super Bowl, like, I need to bond with these guys. Like, I need to be around these guys. Like, even if I'm, it's just so much more that goes into a leadership aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it's my year to be a leader. And I don't want to be like my first year to be a leader. I'm gone for 3-4 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gone for weeks at a time, or I'm not present. So I want to be as present as possible. And, the guys understand the contract situation. Everyone knows about that stuff. But, you know what I mean? I just want to be there. I need to gel with these guys. Like, I need to build this camaraderie so we can win the Super Bowl. Even if ownership view it differently. But, we need to be there, bro.
Yeah.
I like we hated that we missed CD Lamb all last camp. And CD even tell you himself, like, it's hard coming back after missing time. Like, so, I don't want that for myself.
I do like that he is, with Lawrence being gone, he seems like he's ready to step in. Like he said, this is my first year of being a leader. I thought that was an interesting comment.
Yeah, we kind of assumed by your play you were a leader prior to that, but I guess by seniority, yeah, everybody gone. You've been here a long time now, so
yeah.
I think being looked at as a leader and then knowing you're a leader are 2 very different things, and I don't think he ever thought he was a leader. You know what
maybe
I mean?
that's what it is.
I'm just a dude that plays really, really well, but I'll listen to the leaders.
But also, I think like when there are guys there when you get there that are old school vets, you tend to
absolutely
let them run the show until they go, and then now I'm up, next man up, it's me. I get that, but it does. I was surprised to hear him say like, "This is my first year being a leader," and that listen, man, it's not to say that the best players are always leaders. I kind of don't think CeeDee Lamb is looked at as a leader on this team.
Your leaders are the guys that have maximized their talent through effort.
Yeah,
some guys don't need to work that hard to be great. So they can be leaders, but from my experience, the guys that have always led the teams that I've been involved with were the dudes that weren't the most talented, but worked the hardest and understood the value of everything that went into greatness. And it didn't have anything to do with their personal greatness, because that was a lot of work.
But also, like some guys just aren't vocal.
No,
some guys aren't that. Like,
but, Tim wasn't vocal, but you followed him.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that. But, Mike, I'm not surprised for him to say that. But I will say this. You don't say what he just said without pretty deep down confidence that you are going to get paid.
Yeah.
If you didn't think that Jerry was going to take it and take care of you, and you knew, Micah knows no matter what happens, he's a Cowboy next year.
Right.
I mean, so he does have that in his back pocket, or Jerry has it in his back pocket. But you don't act like that unless you're pretty comfortable in the fact that you're going to get paid. Yep. I will not only be the leader, but I'll be paid accordingly.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on from. Oh, I got one more thing from. This one is from Adam Schefter, talking about the trend of these non-quarterback deals and how the money keeps going up.
We saw Max Crosby become the highest paid defensive player in the NFL, only to be topped by Danielle Hunter, only to be topped by Myles Garrett, only to be topped by TJ Watt. And now we sit there and wait for deals potentially for Trey Hendrickson in Cincinnati, Aiden Hutchinson in Detroit, and of course Micah Parsons in Dallas. And so the off-season deals for pass rushers continue, none bigger so far than TJ Watt.
Well, again, we knew Micah was going to get paid. That was never the question. It's just when were they going to pay him, and when they were going to pay him was more important. Well, at least was more up in the air than how much they're going to pay him, because how much they're going to pay him is already kind of locked in.
Yep, it's just how they're going to do it.
And had they paid him earlier, it would have been locked in at a different number. But yesterday's price ain't today's price.
And Jerry works in the bizarro world.
It's so weird to me, man.
He gladly will spend the money for a little bit of press.
So odd. You know what? Somebody said that. Let me see where it was. Yeah, here we go. Britton says 2 points. We don't know how much any of these three players were demanding or dragging their feet to get more, which is true.
Yeah,
we
always hear just one side. So, yeah, I agree with that.
And then he said also, how much free national press does he get for this? Dude, what free national press ain't paying the bills. You're already the Dallas Cowboys. The season's going to start pretty soon. People are going to talk about you no matter what.
Oh, well, for those of us who pay attention to such things, the season of the Dallas Cowboys story on the ESPN morning shows hasn't started yet, but it's about to. I mean, the Nationals, the Cowboys lead the story no matter what goes on. It doesn't matter who won the Super Bowl. They'll be the story behind the Super Bowl champs. That's just the Cowboys' way. But Jerry pays for that. It's not free. He's learned over the years, if I do this, if I hold out, if I stretch things out, if I do things in a kind of a bizarro circus manner, more people pay attention, more people buy jerseys, more people complain. I got Stephen A. showing up in cowboy hats. I got all this stuff as long as I just wait. As long as I wait. And it's always panned out. But again, his scoreboard is his bank balance. It is not the scoreboard in the stadium. He wants to win, but he'd much rather make money.
Yeah.
And I've accepted that a long time ago. And I know he's seeing this going, cha-ching. His voice will be on national all day long. He's going to get a full day of press today, and he's going to love it.
But who cares? Like what?
He does.
Why?
Because we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
I'll never understand it. Like, I get that they say no press or all press is good press, but at some point, if they're talking about you being a boob and wasting money, like, do you really want that all the time?
Cha-ching.
Well, all right.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. He has the most valuable professional franchise in the freaking world. More than the Saudis, more than the crown princes and kings of Europe. He has the thing, and this is how he did it. It's the bizarro world, and he's going to live by it.
All right. I mean, I get that that's how he did it, but once it's there, you got to keep doing it.
I mean, there's more billions to be made. I mean,
I'm just saying, don't you think, like, once you've gotten to the mountaintop, don't you think there's a different way to maintain being up there than to continue?
You'd think. But again, why change what has been successful? And his mind is, again, he wants a Super Bowl as bad as anything but money.
I was going to say, no, he doesn't want it as bad as anything because it's just not true.
Scoreboard. Oh, not that scoreboard.
And, like, I can't even – and I know that I guess technically he and his son are the GM technically. Like, they'd write all the checks. But, like, that's why he can't have a GM. Imagine having a GM who has a number written up at the top that says, okay, this is the number I've got to stay under. And, like, they just keep burning a little bit here, burning a little bit here.
Oh, yeah. The good news is he's an owner that's perfectly willing to spend money. And while he doesn't currently have a GM, if I was a GM, I wouldn't mind working for Jerry.
Oh, I'd hate it.
Well, no, you got to do things a certain way, but you're certainly not going to be dealing with the constraints that you would be if you're the GM in Cincinnati.
No,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
You're putting up with a lot of crap, but you have an open checkbook if it fits the idiot or fits the primary directive of making money.
Right.
So, yeah, but you're not going to be held to a standard of you don't get to the Super Bowl, you don't get to stay here. All you got to do is be moderately successful and to continue to feed the cash machine, you get to stay.
But what GM, like, who doesn't want to win if that's what you're,
winning. I mean, winning. How do you define it? I mean, they have a winning record.
Okay. Listen, if you're not Jerry Jones and the bottom dollar doesn't go into your pocket, I think everybody else in that building describes winning as actually winning.
Right, and that's why there's no GM there. But if you were a young guy and you were put in I'd much rather be working with an owner that is more than willing to spend money and make a few headlines than a guy who is here to make money without spending a dime. I wouldn't want to work in that organization at all.
All right, we got some Spurs to talk on the other side. I got to tell you about my friends over at LNS Pump Repair. Hey, San Antonio. Oil and gas game is blowing up here in San Antonio. We are right here in the thick of it, of the oil and gas industry. There's over 90 oil and gas extraction businesses in the San Antonio, New Braunfels area right now. And that means thousands of workers, tens of thousands of man hours. And if you've ever worked in oil and gas, you understand that you cannot afford to be shut down because of an equipment issue. LNS Pump Repair Shop, they get that. Keeping your pumps running is their top priority. They are your local trusted partner for all your pump repair needs. They specialize in everything, really, from saltwater disposal pumps to heavy-duty H pumps. They've got 24/7 on-site service, so you're not going to be sitting around waiting on somebody. Oh, my guy's asleep. We'll see tomorrow. They've got all the parts in stock, so you're not going to, we got to wait for this part to get shipped. None of that happens with LNS. They've got flat rate preventative maintenance, so you avoid the surprises. Keep your pumps running at peak performance. Give them a call, 936-853-3810. That's 936-853-3810 for LNS Pump Repair. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday. As you get into your commute, we do have this trouble spot downtown on 35. Upper level, northbound at Alamo. It is an accident. Left lane, 17-minute delay has you stop and go from 90. Right now, your commute along 1604 westbound from I-10 to 281. Now, that's going to take you about 20 minutes to get through. 10 minutes on 1604 northbound I-10 to 35 as you make your way through the Live Oak area. I-10 eastbound 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes, and 281 southbound 1604 on down to Wurzbach Parkway should take you about 5 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash. Thanks to Good to Grow, kids' ticket prices half off. Coming July 26th and 27th to Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Hey, that's the spirit. Right now, we're celebrating free with a free STP oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of oil and free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 rotors. Like always, free battery testing, charging, and recycling at every store. Celebrate free at AutoZone, now through July 28th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that. And third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this. The insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400, or my website, alawyer4us.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we'll react to the Spurs' big game against the Charlotte Hornets last night.
Summer League game.
Big Summer League game, that's for sure.
TJ Watt got paid yesterday. The clock is ticking for Jerry and Micah. Parsons says he's going to training camp regardless, though.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Watching while you've been coughing. Oh, I love this song. Audio Slave.
A little self-involved. No, they're brilliant musicians. I'll give them that.
Hater.
No, they're the Rush of grunge.
Take it out on me. I don't think this is grunge at all.
Well, no, they're not. I just thought I was trying to. What's the term for this? Studio rock.
I don't know what you'd consider that. Like, I mean, it's certainly rock. It's guitar rock.
Guitar, but it's more progressive than that. Even I think Audio Slave was kind of connoisseur's music. I always felt like.
Well, I mean, I believe Tom Morello to be one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
And he partnered with a bunch of musicians. Yeah. So I always felt like great studio band, but too esoteric for me.
Yeah. And Chris Cornell's a brilliant man. Well, was a brilliant man. A brilliant musician, maybe not a brilliant man. Take it out on me. Go on and save yourself. Take it out on me. All right. I'm not a martyr. I'm not a prophet. And I won't preach to you, but here's a caution. You better understand that I won't hold your hand. Got it. But if it helps you men, then I won't stop it. Good old Audio Slave. Cochise, the name of that track, I believe.
Yep.
Cochise. I like that.
Hold on there, Cochise.
I've always wanted to call someone Cochise, ironically.
Yeah, the friend that used to say that.
Like, I always call people who I can't remember their name, I always call them Bubba or Friend. Cochise would be a good one.
Hold on there, God.
Yeah,
Cochise.
Make the switch.
But it's like you can only do that to a certain type of person. Call them
Oh,
Cochise.
yeah, you better be grinning when you say that.
Guy with a cowboy hat? No?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what the right guy would be.
Oh, you know him when you see him.
I guess.
He's got to be in his 50s, though.
You know him when you see him.
Yeah, you're right.
Because, like, Cochise is not a. I mean,
it's
a proper noun. Like the guy,
Right.
it was a
dude.
person.
He was a Cherokee Apache. Oh no, he was
I
an
was gonna say
Apache
Apache,
chief.
I think.
Apache
Yeah,
chief.
he was an. I don't know if it's okay to say this now, but he was one of the angry natives, not the peaceful natives. Apache, I think, was looked at as an angry tribe.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on there, Cochise. Somebody says that to me, you better be smiling when you.
That's
say
what I want to call somebody, but I don't know. I don't know how ballsy I'm going to be. But you know what? If someone called me Cochise, I'd be like, all right, that's kind of cool.
All right, I guess.
I'll accept.
That's kind of cool. But I don't know. No one's ever called
What
me
about
that.
Tonto?
No, I think Cochise is the only, like, you can't just call someone Geronimo or Hey,
hold on there, Sitting Bull.
Hey, Sitting Bull. What's going on there, Pocahontas? Like, you can't do that. Like, Cochise is the only one that would work, I think. Yeah. But I would like that. I would like one day maybe I'll be cool enough. I can start smoking like cigarillos.
I think
or something.
There's certain lines of work you're probably more
Yeah.
apt to be called Cochise.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the cards for me.
No.
All right, the San Antonio Spurs. We talked a little bit yesterday. We had some discussion about De'Aaron Fox and whether or not it made sense to pay De'Aaron Fox, knowing what's behind him, who's coming up who's coming down the pipe for the Spurs. And I think you and I both agreed that the right thing to do is pay De'Aaron Fox for multiple reasons. One, because it's the right thing to do from a business standpoint, like from a free agency grabbing standpoint. You don't want to be the team that when somebody says, hey, I want to go there, and then you get traded there, then they don't want you anymore. That's a bad look. But secondly, I think it's good for basketball because
he's their best
today, De'Aaron Fox is the best player on the Spurs. And there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees in life. Just like there's no guarantee that De'Aaron Fox is going to stay healthy or continue to play at a high level. There's no guarantee that Victor Wembanyama is ever going to grow into what we hope Victor Wembanyama will grow into. There's no guarantee that Steph Castle's ever better than we saw he was last year. There's no guarantee that Dylan Harper's ever more than just a middle-of-the-road NBA player. Now, I tend to believe all those things are going to happen, but there's a non-zero chance that they don't happen. And if that is the case, you want to have a guy like De'Aaron Fox who at least is more of a known commodity, a bird in the hand, if you will.
But you wonder, and Windhorst was asked the question, if you had posed to Brian Wright and the Spurs, hey, you can trade for De'Aaron now, but you're going to get the number 2 overall pick. Would you have made the deal?
Well, I would say this. This is why the Fox extension becomes something you've got to just do some work on, in my view. Maybe they'll just give him the max and they'll move on. But let's say Harper turns out to be the stud that many people think that he is.
Mm-hmm.
And you get into a situation where you have an excess guard. Maybe Fox and Wemby work together great and you would not dream of it. I'm just saying that, but this is the way you got to think if you're a front office.
Yeah.
You don't want to sign Fox to a contract that if you have interest in a year or so to trade him, that it becomes an issue.
Right.
And I mean, how do you know? You don't know. I mean, Fox could be an all-star again this year. And maybe Dylan Harper turns out to be a very good player, but not great player. Maybe that's not the way to do it. You got to get him into a contract because he's headed for free agency. Otherwise, you want to get him signed. And there's going to be a lot of space next year. And unlike this year, where only 2 teams really had significant space, next year, Bobby was telling us, depending on how things go, there could be more than 10 with significant space. And, you do not want De'Aaron Fox as a free agent in that situation. So you do need to get him into a contract. But Bontemps and I have talked about this for months. There needs to be, Bontemps has been calling out teams that are not doing negotiations. They're just giving guys extensions. This is why you got to negotiate everything. Even if you love the player and you want to keep the player, you just can't auto give, the most amount of money. You've got to negotiate. It's the responsible thing to do for these teams.
He's right. And if I were them, I would maybe ask De'Aaron to not take a max deal.
Well, or at least structure it to where if I needed to trade you and you needed to leave, it could happen.
Yeah, you don't like to say that to guys, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So how do you pay a guy everything you want him to get, but form the contract in a way that if you don't really, he's not absolutely necessary, you can exit him? You can't.
No.
You don't get to do that. It's one or the other.
It's
Either he's all in
or he's proposition.
Or he's on his way out. One or the other. And you got to have to bring him all in. This is the nightmare of off-season success.
Brian says, Fox is just one of many players that will want to come to San Antonio. He won't be the last. It's easy to say that, Brian, but give me the last example of a guy who said that.
There's been one. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. In the 50 years I've been a fan, there's been one.
Yeah, guys aren't just like raising their hand to come here. And
well, we don't chase them either, but there's only been one. So that tells me that the possibility of the next 50 years, we could double our output and maybe get 2 good free agents.
But it's like, especially a guy who's under contract to say, I want to be traded and I want to go to San Antonio. It's never happened. So why would you assume that but there's going to be many more to follow? Well, and the idea that, well, it's because Wemby's so great. Well, Tim Duncan was so great. Tim Duncan was better than Wemby could aspire to be, quite frankly.
Yeah, if we get another GOAT, it would be a shock. But again, the Spurs have never actively pursued. So I'm not going to say it's all a small market, no one wants to come. But the fact is, he said yes at a time when we absolutely had to have somebody say yes, and he waived the no trade. We got a good deal for him. Look, this is one of those decisions that in hindsight, I think we'll look back on and go, this wasn't a big deal. I mean, if you're winning, all things take care of themselves. If you're winning and you're headed toward a title, it'll fix itself. That problem, it won't be. Now, if you're not, then we've got chaos, but then we've got a lot more problems than an overpaid De'Aaron Fox by that point. So they're going to pay. I think Windhorse's first breath was they could just pay him the max and move on. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're just going to, we're going to pay what we have to and worry about 3 years from now. 3 years from now.
The other thing is, if Wemby is hurt,
we still got a lot of talent running around.
It's hard. Like, there's less people lining up, knocking on the door. I want to play with Wemby the 50 games a year that he plays.
And here's the last chip in this. One thing that while national pundits can look at our roster and look at the salary cap history and the players, the one thing that only those that really follow the game of basketball, the game of the NBA, know is the Spurs trying to get a building built.
Yeah.
We're trying to get the city to commit to billions of dollars. And the only way to ensure that you get at least magnitude buy-in of, 80, let's say hopefully 51%, is to put a winning product on the floor.
Yeah.
And the first step to doing that is get the best players available, and De'Aaron is the best player available. So you sign him, and you get the building built, and you win, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Ren says, there's no guarantees, but remember, y'all, Oklahoma City's a dynasty. Again, it's something I've seen with my eyes. Have you seen, Wemby be an all-NBA player with your eyes? Have you seen Dylan Harper be an all-NBA guy with your eyes? Have you seen Steph Castle do it? Because it hasn't happened. I've seen with my eyes what De'Aaron Fox can do. I've seen it.
And the idea that Oklahoma City is a dynasty, yeah, but it's kind of like getting married. There's never a perfect time. You just got to kind of schedule it for the best possible time. You want to get the, you want to get the heat turned up to
just not there.
Perfect. So you don't want to be great in the next year. No, Oklahoma City is going to be on fire for a year or two. But the way our timeline goes, as they start to have to deal with the kind of questions we're talking about right now, we should be peaking. So Dynasty in the modern NBA is 3 years. Let's be real. So, yeah, they're hot right now, but we don't expect to be that hot immediately.
And if a dynasty is 3 years, like you, at some point you've got to have guys who are ready right now. And
all of this plays into De'Aaron getting paid. Now, maybe they can cajole him into having some kind of weird non-guaranteed thing moving. I just can't imagine why they would even ask. I don't even think I would bring it up. How much is the max we can pay you? Here we go. Here it is.
All right, let's give away some Missions tickets. Missions and the Rockhounds, the Midland Rockhounds, the hated Rockhounds, coming into town on Tuesday. That's July 22nd for $2 Tuesday, where there will be $2 hot dogs to be had, $2 beers to be drank, $2 sody pops, I believe, and some $2 pizza. You can get all of that. And, I mean, technically, I think they even have $2 tickets for some seats. Probably not the air-conditioned seats, but, it's $2. You're not going to get air conditioning. But Missions versus the Rockhounds, July 22nd out at Wolf Stadium. Let's go caller number 5. You'll win a pair of tickets for that. Man, look at us, Rob. We are halfway there.
Flying through, man.
Oh, my God. On a Friday, yay? Yeah. Vic, you got big plans this weekend?
Actually, no.
Chilling, just relaxing at the house.
You like how Vic said actually no, like he normally has plans on the weekends?
Oh, yeah, I always have
plans.
He
had postponed that.
Yeah, what do you normally do?
Trip to Stad.
I usually go to my dad's.
Oh, okay. Where's your dad live?
By Burbank, like right behind Burbank High School off of Theo Malone, south side of town.
Okay. Is it whose neighborhood is worse, yours or his?
His.
Okay. So when you say that's why when you say you live in Flea Bottom, you don't really live in Flea Bottom.
Oh yeah. Well,
there's always a more fleaier bottom.
That's right.
That is the south side of Flea Bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. I live in the north side
I'm
of
not
Flea Bottom.
I'm on the west side of Flea Bottom.
All right.
Fleas have fleas.
Yeah. The fleas have the ticks on them.
8 o'clock hour coming up. We got Colt tickets to give away. Win Rob's tickets. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million, pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
DQ presents How to Make Your Summer Take Flight. Just head into DQ for a new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat. Treat your inner hero to an epic mix of sugar cookie dough, sprinkles, and cake batter flavor. Blend it all with legendary DQ soft serve, and it's enough to tempt Superman himself. Fly into DQ for our new Superman cake batter cookie dough blizzard treat before it's gone. And don't miss Superman, only in theaters July 11th. DQ, happy tastes good. Only at participating locations.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to say
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
My name is Jessica. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. I slept all the time, was fatigued, had no energy, and a bad attitude. Now I've lost 50 pounds and I'm still losing. My medications have been scaled back. My emotions are stable and I have lots of energy. People at work say I'm happy, perky, and my husband says he's not walking on eggshells around me any longer. The Institute for Functional Health changed my life.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a new trouble spot on Loop 410 westbound just before you get to Broadway. This wreck has got 2 left lanes blocked. It's about a 5-minute delay slow from Nacogdoches. This wreck is right around Wetmore. On 410 westbound Austin Highway to Perrin Vital, this wreck taking up the left lane and 2 right lanes. That has you stop and go from Randolph. Looks like just that center lane is open for now. And this wreck is also impacting traffic on 35 southbound. That's rolling slowly, Judson to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The San Antonio Spurs got blown out by the Charlotte Hornets last night, falling 106-81. A bright point for the Spurs, Carter Bryant. He scored 16 points, going 4-6 from 3. In the NFL, T.J. Watt is a wealthy man. He became the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL yesterday, signing a 3-year, $123 million deal, averaging $41 million per year, with $108 million guaranteed. Micah is on deck. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
801 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Yeah, baby. Friday. Yay, yay.
Smile when you say that, coaches.
Here in Huddle. Oh, thank you. Look at you. What a guy. Here in Huddle Land. Let's take a look at the Open Championship.
How's our boy
The leaderboard at the Open.
How's our Aussie? Our bikey?
I don't think
Ryan. What's his name? Ryan.
Pierce. Is that it? No. I don't know what is Ryan Clark?
Clark. That Peak.
Ryan Clark. Yeah, Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark's looking for RG3 right now.
That's right.
He and Shaq are rolling the neighborhood looking to find him. No, not a good day yesterday for my man Peak.
At the Open right now, Brian Harmon has stormed into the lead.
Who?
Brian Harmon.
What flag's next to his name?
The U.S. flag.
All right.
USA.
Yes.
He's 5 under through 16 today, 7 under for the tournament. Right behind him is Harris English. Guess what flag's next to his name?
English?
USA.
The Open my ass.
That's right. And right behind him is Rasmus Højgaard. What flag do you think's by his name?
Probably a weird one with like a sword and a red cross.
It's a Danish flag.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Dane. Then Robert McIntyre, who's Scottish, Tyrell Hatton, and Hao Tong Lee, who is Chinese. They are all 5 under. But the top 2 right now, USA! That's right, baby. Scotty Scheffler, you may be wondering, where's old Scotty? Where's Scotty? Oh, by the way, Rasmus and Nikolai Hogard. Rasmus is 5 under. Nikolai, his brother, 3 under. I mean, we may have Hogard brothers in the on the last day. How great would that be? Scotty Scheffler, 3 under yesterday. He'll tee off in a little over an hour. We'll see what he can do today. Who else was worth noting? Ludwig Oberg turned things around yesterday, or has turned things around today. He's now 2 under. He's 4 under for the day through 13. So he's gotten himself back into contention a little bit.
There's an unfortunate name. There's a guy named Saddam. Saddam Kawakanaja.
He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. Right now, Antoine Rosner is 1 under. He is currently the only Frenchman under par for the tournament. So that's good news for those who know. If you don't know, now you know. Jordan Spieth is 1 under. He's 3 under through 13 today. He's playing well today, not so well yesterday. John Rahm is 1 under. He'll tee off at, I guess, top of the hour, 9 o'clock, right around then. And where's Rory?
He's having actually a pretty...
Rory is 1 under today, so 2 under for the tournament right now.
He's in striking distance.
1 under through 13 at the moment. We always like to take a look at the very bottom of the board. 2 South Africans are bringing up the rear. Brian Newman. We talked about him yesterday. He's an amateur. He's 11 over yesterday. Well, Daniel Von Tonder has gone 5 over through 5 holes today and has worked his way into dead-ass last, 13 over for the tournament.
Sun's in his eyes.
And that's
not fair.
Could be. It could have something to do with that. Maybe a little tiny bit.
You brought the wrong balls.
Notable names that were terrible yesterday. Patrick Reed, 6 over par yesterday. He'll tee off at 9:30. Ryan Peake is even through 5 holes today. So still sitting at 6 over par.
There we go. He's not in last place. That ain't poverty.
He ain't going to make the cut.
Somebody going to lose something in the locker room tonight.
Colin Morikawa and Brooks Koepka were both 4 over yesterday. They got to figure things out in a hurry. And Hideki Matsuyama, a guy that I actually put hard-earned American dollars on, 3 over
How's our boy
yesterday.
Anton doing?
I said he's 1 under. He's
in there.
He's the only Frenchman under
I have
par.
some money on him. Anton LaVey, the devil guy?
Yes, yeah. Projected cut right now is 2 over par. So right now, guys who are going to have to worry some, Zach Johnson, he was 4 over today to put him at 3 over for the tournament. And who else finished up today? Michael Kim finished up today. He is 4 over. So a couple guys, Henrik Stenson, 4 over. But like guys like Brooks and Colin Morikawa, they still have to play today. So they've got some time to make up some ground.
How's Christian Buzenhut doing?
That's a made-up person.
Buzenhut.
Made-up person. Oh, he was 2 over today, 2 under for the tournament. So,
all right. So
he was 4 under yesterday. Really good day. But then he gave some of it back today. So we'll keep you updated. We'll give you an update during the daily lines once a few more guys get into the clubhouse. And we'll also give away Rob's tickets to the Cult this weekend, excuse me, not this weekend. It's October 21st, but our last pair of Cult tickets.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, there might not be any by the time, but you better give them away soon.
Womp,
womp. If Nick shows up, I'm going to bust in there and swipe them.
The Blitz has 1 more pair, but that's for them.
I'm sure that.
And what do they need it for?
Blitz doesn't need anything.
Big deal. Rashi Rice. Now we might be talking about a suspension.
Oh, he's going to spend some time on the sidelines.
Rashi Rice, 30 days of jail time and 5 years of probation for his role
in the hole
in a multi-car crash in Dallas County.
It Rice, like a leased Lambo that he.
I think so.
Yeah.
He pleaded guilty in district court to 2 third-degree felony charges: collision involving serious bodily injury and racing on a highway causing bodily injury. And the Dallas District Court judge ruled that Rice can serve the jail time at any point during the 5-year probationary period.
Does he have to do it all at once?
Yeah, I think so. So imagine the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and Patrick Mahomes, they say, "Where are you going, Patrick?" "I'm going to Disneyland." And then, "Where are you going, Rashi?" "I'm going to Dallas County."
Going to county.
I got 30 days. I got to get it knocked out.
I'll see you in a month, man.
His attorney couldn't get him out of 30 days. He couldn't volunteer. He couldn't donate. He couldn't get out of that.
No.
Nope.
I'm all about law and order.
Yeah.
This seems kind of pointless.
Well,
money didn't buy his way out of this.
the people that
I'd rather him be able to buy his way out and let's spend the money appropriately. This dude's going to pay a price.
The people that he ran into on the highway probably
I'm
feel
sure
like
they've already sued him. I mean, he's already paid through the nose. He didn't kill anybody.
Before the plea agreement, he paid over $115,000 in restitution to the victims for their medical expenses.
Oh, so he did put people in the hospital. 30 days in the hole, baby.
Yeah.
Go.
And is likely to receive a multi-game suspension. The NFL, I'd guess 4 to 8.
I would say 8 games is probably appropriate.
119 miles per hour in a Lamborghini SUV right before he crashed. I guess it was about in May of last year.
0 to holy. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Well, it went from 119 to 0 is what it went.
It's not so much the acceleration. It's the sudden deceleration that gets you.
Yes.
As any pilot will tell you.
Now, here's the thing, though. Rice he tore his ACL in week 4, missed the rest of the season. Now, what I do is I just take my ACL recovery a little slow, and I say I'm ready to go, but really my 4-game suspension, that's more ACL recovery time.
I imagine the Chiefs are accustomed to doing things like this.
I'm sure
that they'll do that appropriately. And that 30 days will be spent sometime in June.
Yeah. But, and Rice is a Dallas guy. He went to SMU.
He looked contrite. That dude, he looked like a dude that knew he had sinned. He was paying a price, man.
He's from North Richland Hills.
Of course he is.
That's the flea bottom of the Fort Worth area.
Oh, okay.
No, not really.
No, the flea bottom of Fort Worth is Arlington Heights.
But yeah, he was the second leading receiver on Kansas City's Super Bowl team in 2023.
He's good, man. He's got talent. There's a reason why he's still on a team because of that.
They need him, but not a good look. And like I said, likely to be suspended for at least a while. Mike Williams, who was returning to the Chargers, has instead retired. He has been working to try to get through an injury. Apparently couldn't quite get it done. He was going to be they had put him on the PUP list ahead of training camp, and Mike Williams said it ain't going to happen. So he rejoined the Chargers on a 1-year deal that he's not going to play on, and he went back because Justin Herbert wanted him back, which is a bit of a bummer for Herbert. Now they're back to Quentin Johnson, Trey Harris, and Keandre Lambert-Smith. Not ideal.
Yeah, he had a contract on the table, had $6 million sitting there. I know he was one of the better 50-50 guys out there. Big old wide receiver.
He was a baller back in the day, man.
It's it's unfortunate. Obviously, he thought he was going to be able to play and just figured out it ain't going to happen. And the retirement probably got him a nice little going away present from his Chargers. But the Chargers are worse off today. This was not good news.
No, for sure. And speaking of the Chargers, Justin Herbert has been wearing contact lenses.
I've heard about this. So
he looks terrifying.
Well, no. So he's wearing like sunglasses, contact lenses,
UV protection lenses, and they are dark red. So he's normally got blue eyes. His eyes are like
he looks like a vampire.
He looks like a demon.
Yeah,
and He tried to wear the visor, and he didn't like that he always had to wipe it off. So he said, I'm just going to start wearing these contact lenses. And he looks crazy.
I always wondered why this wasn't a thing. Wasn't a more common thing.
I don't know. He says, when I stepped in the huddle, I think some of the guys were a little surprised.
Yikes.
They were like, oh, We're going to score.
But okay.
If I got in the huddle and my quarterback looked at me with like these crazy bright red eyes, I'd be like, holy hell.
Why don't you just levitate and fly to the touchdown?
Got something figured out.
I can fly. The only problem is when you go into, I guess you have to take your contacts out when you go inside, so you can't see anything.
I would imagine. I
guess that would be the downfall why that
unless
hasn't taken
they're
off.
like the like those
transitions.
Yeah, transition lenses.
Now, once we get to transition lenses that are contacts and like the old Google Glass, the current whatever Meta glasses, and it's all built into your contact lens, now we're talking.
Oh.
Now, by that point, I bet I can have a drone deliver me a taco.
Hey, Meta, where should I throw the ball? Your best path to the end zone is a curl route. All right.
Buffering.
Hey, Meta, who should I throw it to here?
Searching.
A quick search says the Los Angeles Chargers have 0 good wide receivers. You should run the ball yourself.
You should tuck and run.
You should run it yourself.
Thanks for nothing, Meta.
Hey, Siri. Who's open?
As per usual, Justin, no one's open.
But you have several items in your cart.
Would you like me to renew your kitty litter subscription?
We joke about this, but the prospect of being able to project some sort of game plan or something onto a lens, I guarantee you coaches are intrigued by this.
Oh, yes.
That I could process it for you and just, you could be watching the screen through his eyeballs as he is, and like suddenly an X pop, like, throw it to him.
Yeah. I'd be interested in that technology for sure.
It's coming. It's all science.
It's all coming our way,
science.
Bubba. It's unavoidable.
It's science.
The robots, they're taking over, man. They're taking over. All right. Let's see. You know what we need to talk about next? Let's talk some college football on the other side. How about that?
How about them fighting Texas Aggies?
How about we talk
Elko on the stage?
We talk some Texas A&M. We talk some SEC. We'll talk some college football on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and the Gomez Law Firm present the second annual Back to School Drive, Saturday, August 2nd from 11 till 1 p.m. or while supplies last at the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Free backpacks and school supplies for all school-aged children while supplies last, so don't be late. Presented by the Gomez Law Firm, 2943 Moss Rock Drive. Sponsored in part by North Park Toyota, Centromed, Romo Door Supply, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Calling all snack MVPs, it's time to huddle up with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds, the low-carb, high-protein snack with a flavor-packed crunch. From sea salt and cracked black pepper to hot honey, sweet barbecue, and more, these bold bites are ready to tackle your crunch time cravings. Find your flavor playbook at H-E-B and make every bite count, because when it's crunch time, there's only one snack you need on your team: Southern Recipe Small Batch.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Football season is coming. Is your home ready for the watch parties? Upgrade your entry game with Romo Door Supply. Tough, stylish doors at prices that score. Visit RomoDoorSupply.com today. That's RomoDoorSupply.com, where home starts strong.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime. We're not here to be the biggest. We're here to bring you something we believe is better. Our plans start at just $20. You'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash. Thanks to Good to Grow, kids' ticket prices half off. Coming July 26th and 27th to Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we'll react to the Spurs' big game against the Charlotte Hornets last night.
Summer League game.
Big Summer League game, that's for sure.
TJ Watt got paid yesterday. The clock is ticking for Jerry and Micah. Parsons says he's going to training camp regardless, though.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
What's her name?
Missy Elliott.
That's right, Missy.
I think she says it in the song.
Yeah, she does. Over and over.
What?
That's how you know when Ludacris sings a song.
Luda!
What happened to her? What happened to Missy Elliott?
I don't know. I think she lost some weight and then
she wasn't entertaining.
You're not interesting anymore.
For about 4 years, man, she was like the.
Oh yeah, she was
She
the
was
center.
it,
Yeah.
and she was the director's muse. Every time he made a video, she was in it, and they were. Anyway, she was very talented.
Sometimes musicians just fade off into
no,
the.
I hadn't thought about her in a minute. But before we move on, we talked a lot yesterday about Shane Gillis hosting the ESPYs. Right. I think the thing that's going to live on as we head into the women's All-Star, the ladies' All-Star weekend, is him introducing his friend's wife as an.
Oh, so great.
Oh, as we get
That's
further
the
and
funniest
further
thing
away.
that happened
Oh
at the,
my
at the whole
gosh.
show.
It's one of those things. I saw it again this morning, still floating around in my socials, and it is so absolutely perfectly. It's perfect. We talk about the need for comedic humor and speaking truth to power and what real comedians do. That was so absolutely perfect.
And what was funny about it is it just showed what frauds everyone are.
But y'all all laugh. You don't know a WNBA player from Sydney.
WNBA Hall of Famer, and everyone's like, "Oh my God!"
That goes
I'm
down
here.
as one of the top 10 all-time thought-provoking, cringeworthy, brilliant moments of awards. Anytime.
I love it. I love it.
And I don't think it registered initially, but the more I see it, the more you realize how perfect that was.
No, that was good. I think we may be, and it might be too soon for me to assume this. We may be getting past like the woke cancel culture, like in sports,
anytime the pendulum swings, it always
corrects
back.
itself. Because did you see who got hired by Fox Sports yesterday?
Portnoy's back.
Dave Portnoy. Like that's now. So we're starting to let it trickle back in.
Well, I think there's a recognition that there's a required edge that our society needs, and if you don't have that edge, things get a little weird.
Yeah,
we need to call out things that are silly.
I'm not like a big Dave Portnoy guy, but I know Dave Portnoy is not worried about getting canceled because he made some inappropriate joke.
And I'm not a social commentary dude, but there is that, and you can see it in your socials now that the fake Bigfoot videos where people are saying and doing some things that if it was a real person, people would be cringing, but because it's a monkey or a Bigfoot saying some that is, it's pervaded all of social media now, and I just think it has, because so many of us long for the Archie Bunkers of the world that will just say things that we don't want to say, we can't really say given, but somebody needs to say it. I think that we now have an avenue for people to start doing that without going too far.
I need someone else to say things so I don't have to be the risque one getting in trouble.
But you should. But if you're, we say all of that, but at the same time, there is the ongoing issue with this next generation of kids who have what do they call it? The Gen Z stare. So we talk about one thing, and then on the other side, the next generation come up. They don't have any idea how to work amongst their fellow human beings. So. We're coming back to the middle, but we'll never be back to where we were.
No,
Ever.
probably not. I don't think All in the Family is going to be rebooted.
There's not anything like that coming, but we need 2 or 3 of these dudes out here consistently saying it, though.
Yeah,
without fear of cancellation.
Cancellation,
just for
cancel him.
Just for hard words. Just for saying things that you don't agree with.
Well, and especially when it comes in like the form of comedy.
Well, that's the best way to do it.
Stop canceling comedy, people.
And this one, I think, as we get further away and people get away from grasping their pearls, it is just such a classic thing that I hope the people with the WNBA realize that joke, along with Caitlin Clark fighting other black women in a Waffle House,
that was awesome.
it is speaking the truth, that you have a prize here that is worthy of following and growing, because there's money to be made and there's entertainment to be had, but you're letting things get out of hand.
Yeah.
You're losing control of your golden goose. Don't kill it.
Keep it sports. He says cancel Portnoy because he sucks. I'm okay with that.
He's not a funny dude.
If he sucks, he sucks. But at least don't cancel him for saying things that a lot of us out there are thinking, but people
a lot of stuff I don't. But he does say some things that I agree with. Yeah.
And also, the guy doesn't know that much about pizza. Let's stop acting like this.
Just because you eat a pizza once a week doesn't
He's
mean
not fat enough to be a pizza expert.
One bite does not tell the truth.
One bite, you can't know. You don't even know what the crust tastes like, bro.
Yeah, so
You've got no idea.
It's a great idea. I'm down. I watch them.
Yeah, it's not it. That's not it. Hey, SEC football, baby. SEC. Where, what, Rob? It just means more.
It just means more.
It just means more. It does.
We're not the Conference of Champions.
No. That conference is gone.
That's Texas State's
conference. And by the way, we're going to talk about Texas State in the 9 o'clock hour. I've got some stuff I want to get into on that. All right. The SEC Media Days are underway.
Oh, they're done now.
Well, yeah, they are done now, I guess. Mike Elko, though, talked about Texas coming to the SEC and what kind of effect that it's had on the entirety of their program.
I don't know that the first part of your question, I don't know that impacts anything. I think I said this last year, Texas A&M and Texas have been recruiting against each other for years, regardless of conference. I don't know that conference affiliation will ever impact that. Obviously, we take a lot of pride in our ability to go out and recruit the best players we can to Texas A&M, and that's something you obviously have to do in order to be successful.
I agree with that.
Okay, well, here's the other thing, though, and I think you even as an Aggie have to admit this. He says, I don't think conference affiliation has anything to do with it, except when Texas was in the Big 12 and A&M was in the SEC, all people said was, we're going to get SEC talent.
But Texas could have gotten SEC talent in the Big 12. They did get SEC talent in the Big 12. Now, I think Texas coming to the SEC greatly affected LSU, and it affected Georgia, and it affected Alabama. There's always the age-old question, A&M or Texas. And that never went away. And even while A&M had been long in the SEC, we were still recruiting the same dudes. And it's a choice. There's an environment in Austin and an environment in College Station, and they're so disparate that it's one or the other. I don't think it ever affected A&M. I don't. And A&M reaped the benefits of being in the SEC while Texas was being coached by Charlie Strong. So there was a time when we were pulling the SEC talent, and Texas wasn't. But that was more a product of them, their coach, not their conference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it's changed at all. I really don't. I think we've always chased guys, and there's certain people that have to make a decision. And I think it's always going to be there, where Alabama started losing some dudes, and Georgia probably lost some dudes. But A&M and Texas, they were going to fight it out regardless.
And here's where Mike Elko lies to us.
But I think what I'm most excited about is the fact that we've got quarterback Marcel Reed primed to take a huge jump for us this year. I think he's had a phenomenal offseason. I think he's put on some necessary strength and mass to kind of hold to the rigors of SEC football. I think he understands now what it takes to be an SEC quarterback week in and week out, and really excited for him to go out and become the difference maker that we know he's capable of being this year.
Well, I think as an Aggie, sure, why not? All I'm really looking for, is why don't we have the same quarterback start 5 consecutive games? I don't care which quarterback it is. Let's keep one quarterback healthy enough to start half the season. And if we can do that, that is a hell of a step forward. We haven't done that in 4 years.
That's not true.
Start the season with 5 consecutive games.
Start the season.
That's what I'm saying. Start and finish the season with the quarterback we want to finish with.
Because Marcel Reed did start the last 5 games of the season last year and went 1-4 with a win over New Mexico State.
Yes. So I mean that, and he was our third quarterback. I mean, let's be real here. Let's just have one quarterback to start the year consistently without just chaos and its injury and its scheme and new. Remember when Petrino showed up and they were going to try an AD and an offensive coordinator that was kind of with Jimbo, but they didn't talk. Just give a guy a game plan and keep him upright for 5 games. I think that would just be a monumental straight ahead thing. And the thing that I will give some credence to is Marcel isn't going to have to do nearly as much because the team by the time he took it over was decimated. He's got as good a running back room as there is in the country. He's got 2 running backs that could legitimately really carry this football team if they go that route. So he's not going to have to be all things like he was before. But let's not kid ourselves. He is a placeholder. He is not the guy they wanted to have playing here. He was not when he was recruited here. They never believed that he would be a starter.
No.
And here we sit. So we're putting lipstick on a pig, but I'll tell you, we can keep that lipstick on if you'll just keep him upright. If we could just keep the same game plan to start the season so at least we know who and what we are. We haven't seen that in 4 or 5 years. And the last time we had a quarterback play consistently was Kellen Mond. So that's my highest aspiration right now is just to have a quarterback that is standing tall by week 5. That's all I want.
Yeah, the idea that everyone is – I said this yesterday about Arch Manning. Like, I think that there are people who are expecting things from Arch Manning that maybe there's the expectations are higher than they should be, given that we don't really know a lot about him. We haven't seen very much of him. Well, we've seen quite a bit of Marcel Reed, and I didn't like it.
Well, and again, he had 1 starting offensive lineman. He had 3 wide receivers gone. His 2 running back. The team was decimated by the time the season was done. And he's a completely different quarterback than the ones that were there before. So the game plan, the schemes changed. It was chaos last year. It was terrible. And
his best showing was against LSU. When they basically
just run around.
All he did was he threw 2 passes in that game.
Yeah, just run around.
Now to be fair, Connor Wegman stunk too, and they sat him and they're like, "Dude, you ain't beating LSU like this." So they had the element of surprise against LSU with Marcel Reed, and I think it caught him off guard, and that's a huge win.
It was because he ran around.
But then they said, "Okay, well, we're going to stick with Marcel Reed."
Well, there was nobody else, dude. There wasn't like there was somebody sitting on the bench that they could have brought in. They were literally to their last dude. All this being said, of the top 10 teams in the SEC, I'm not sure A&M has a quarterback that even ranks there. Their quarterback is in the bottom half of if the bottom third, maybe.
Okay. Well, funny
they're
you say
still
that.
4th or 5th in the conference, so there is something there for him to work at.
CBS Sports has a ranking each quarterback in the SEC coming into this season. Number 1 is Garrett Nussmeier at LSU, projected first-round pick. A lot of people think maybe the first quarterback taken this year. Number 2 is Arch Manning, who a lot of people think
could be a Heisman.
Could be he's the favorite for the Heisman and could be the first pick in 2 years. I think most people think he's going to stay for 2 years. Number 3, Lenora Sellers at South Carolina, had a big season as a freshman. I want to see a little bit more, but we'll see. He's a hell of a runner. I can say that much.
Is Lagway next?
No, John Mateer at Oklahoma. They need it.
Well, that's a product of system and coaching, but he's a talented guy.
DJ Lagway at Florida is 5. Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt is 6.
Just a winner.
I love Diego Pavia. 7 is Talon Green at Arkansas. 8, Austin Simmons at Ole Miss, made-up person. 9, Ty Simpson at Alabama, who I do think Ty Simpson's going to be better than what?
Well, I think the Ole Miss kid's going to be a player. You get Lane Kiffin's offense and fully melded, he's going to be good.
Number 10, Gunnar Stockton, Georgia. This is I haven't seen enough. I saw him play the second half of the SEC title game against Texas, and I saw him lose to Notre Dame.
It's Georgia. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine, I'm sure, but there are some reasons for concern. 11, Blake Shapen, Mississippi State. 12, Jackson Arnold, Auburn. He's getting Hugh Freeze picking up Oklahoma scraps. 13, Marcel Reed, Texas A&M.
That's about right.
It says, Reed is a tough grade. No one saw the heightened workload in November coming from a player who started as the backup, but he earned the nod after coming off the bench to help the Aggies upend LSU in College Station. Elite defense from South Carolina and Texas made Reed look like an average player, while his efforts against Auburn and USC down the stretch were admirable performances, albeit in losses. He doesn't look comfortable at times from the pocket and has a tendency of dancing around to evade pressure and extend plays on his own. Aggies OC Colin Klein hopes to bottle that athleticism this season while making sure Reed further develops as a passer with several portal additions around him to help him out.
And I think that was a very apt description of a team that's bringing some dudes back, that's going to have a better defense and certainly a better running game. So they got something to help protect him. But the key here is just keep him healthy, man. Don't make mistakes and be the quarterback and let the chips fall where they may. The expectations this year are nominal. They really are. Just have a winning season and get yourself to a decent bowl, and we're loading up for next year. But right now, Aggie fan, we're just looking for health, man. Just it'd be such a pleasant thing to have a consistent quarterback. It's been so long.
14, Bo Prabula from Missouri.
That's a made-up name.
Yeah. Joey Aguilar from Tennessee, who knows who's going to start for them. I don't know. He was next up on the depth chart, but I don't know what Josh Heupel has in mind. I do assume that Josh Heupel's going to have somebody who plays pretty well at quarterback. He generally does. And 16, Zach Calzada at Kentucky.
Another former Aggie. We have two in the
former Aggie,
third.
Former Auburn, former Incarnate Word. He's been all over, right? Never good, though. So we'll see how it works out at Kentucky. But yeah, so the SEC rankings do say if A&M's gonna be something, it's either gonna be Marcel Reed totally exceeding expectations. But that's the other thing. I've seen people who think Marcel Reed is he's 7th or 8th in the Heisman odds.
Well, I don't get that. He's an electric player when given the opportunity, but he proved that being an every down quarterback was just not in his wheelhouse. And they talked about him putting on some weight and understanding the value of, strength and conditioning in a season like this. But again, just stay healthy. Just make it through week 5 so we can get an idea of what this team might be with a fully functioning backfield. So expectations aren't high, but I'm surprised that, they're picked right in there just above Florida, depending on, or right behind Florida in the top quarter. So the talent came back. We'll just see if Elko can live up to the expectations on the field. Off the field stuff, it seems like the house is pretty clean.
8.5 wins is the number for Texas A&M.
That's this going on in the backdrop of the expanded conference schedule. It seems like everybody wants to see the SEC go to 9 games. What do you think about that? Would you rather have 2 fun ones or have one more conference game?
I don't know. I mean, I do think if you have another gimme game, it's going to help you load up in the playoffs. I think that until they figure out what the fair piece of pie for the SEC and Big Ten is versus the rest of the world, I would just beat up on scrubs while I can.
Yeah.
Like once they say, okay, SEC, you get 4 spots. Big Ten, you get 4 spots. The rest of the world gets 4. Okay, now we'll start playing.
Now I'll play a legit schedule. Part of me thinks that 8's a good number now.
I think so, too.
I think that and it's not about loading up or beating other teams. It's all about, one, if I want to control my destiny, I'll schedule a tough one. But for the most part, if I can schedule a game where I can get kids to play, that matters just about as much as the big-time win.
There are 10 teams with better odds to win the national title than Texas A&M going into the season.
Wow.
Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, Penn State, Clemson. Those are your 10-1 or less. Oregon, Alabama, Notre Dame, LSU, Michigan. And then at 40-1, you've got Texas A&M, Florida, and Miami all grouped together. So that's the 11th best odds.
That's part of the usual suspects
to win the national championship. But it is, I mean, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the top 10 are in the SEC or the Big Ten. So thanks to Notre Dame and Clemson for showing up.
So everybody in the Big Ten and in the SEC goes, ratings be damned. All I got to do is win my games.
Yeah.
Just win my games. I'm a national champion, or at least in the playoff.
Yeah, because we want it. The TV station, the TV wants you to say we're the national champions, and people are going to watch.
And that's all you can ask.
So yeah, I do think that if A&M has any success, Marcel Reed is going to have to be a lot better than I think he is.
Watch the Aggie backfield. The kid got hurt last year, didn't play. They're deep there. That'll be as good a running backs as we've had coming out of College Station, I'd say, in the last 6-8 years.
But man, if you don't have quarterback, it's really hard.
Oh, absolutely, and that's why the moderated belief in how successful they'll be. They're going to be limited by quarterback play because they can't bring the kind of offenses that you're going to need to go against these upper level SEC defenses. But defense will keep them in the game. They can run the ball. They might surprise a team or two. And that's the way they're going to have to go through.
He's actually 16th in the Heisman odds. So
Which is crazy to me. Well, his name should even be on that list. But if he does manage to, when you got low expectations and you do have a modicum of explosive talent, which he does, he could put together a highlight game or two that might put him in the running. But
also, when you are the quarterback on a team that has the 11th best odds to win the national championship, and you play in the SEC. Like, the thought is, if Marcel Reed is kind of good and A&M wins football games at the end of the year, people are going to go, who's their quarterback?
Exactly.
Let's give him some love.
Those of us who have seen him know that, his highest and best is just don't make a mistake. Throw a couple of touchdowns, move the ball. What did McCarthy tell us a couple years ago? We just want every drive to end with a kick.
Yeah.
That's all we want.
Field goal, extra point, or a punt.
Whatever.
Just don't give the ball away. I think that's going to be the big concern for A&M this season. All right, let's do. You know what? When we come back, let's go ahead and get into this Texas State thing.
Got some Colt tickets.
I'm fascinated by this. Oh yeah, we do have Colt tickets too. Give away Rob's tickets. Win Rob's tickets on the other side. I got to tell you guys about Karbach Brewing. It's finally Friday. In the words of the great George Jones, finally Friday. That means it's beer drinking time, baby. Karbach. That's what's popping out of my fridge this week, and I can tell you that. Hopadillo on tap for me, friends. But if that's not your thing, if you're not a hop guy, they got Love Street. That's their Cold Style Blonde. Crawford Bach is always an excellent choice in my mind. Ziegenbach is solid as well. So something for everybody, everybody's palate. And they are all over San Antonio, friends. Of course, the grocery stores and the liquor stores have all the Karbach you can get your hands on. Hell, if you can make it to Houston, they got stuff in their tap room that you can't even get in cans anywhere in the world. It's only available in that tap room. I do highly recommend it. The restaurant, great as well. But here in San Antonio, most bars and restaurants have Karbach on tap in some shape or form. That most of them are either going to have a tap or they're going to have cans at a minimum. So when you're out and about this weekend, maybe you're watching the UFC, go ahead and ask your bartender, please, make it a Karbach.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday as you head into your morning commute northeast side of town. Got a couple of trouble spots. 410 westbound before you get to Broadway. Got a wreck that's taking up 2 left lanes as you stop and go from Nacogdoches. And then this wreck at 410 westbound, Austin Highway to Perrin Bible. Left lane, 2 right lanes blocked. That's a 10-12 minute delay. And that has you slow from Randolph Boulevard. It's also impacting traffic on 35 southbound. That's rolling slowly. Tupperwine on over to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Bobby Bones here with some easy trivia. What does the Staples Easy button say? That was easy. Boom. I mean, that was easy. You knew that, right? And now you know to press it for prints, shipping, and even passport photos. Plus, next day delivery to over 98% of the U.S. I see you, Staples. That was easy.
If you've been injured in an accident, you know there's no shortage of attorneys who want your business. But when it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years. We've successfully represented thousands of injured Texans, earning over 12,000 5-star reviews on Google. So, who is the right attorney for you? Just look at the numbers. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation.
Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row.
Groundworks is the official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-499-9102. That's 800-499-9102. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Hey, that's the spirit. Right now, we're celebrating free with a free STP oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of oil and free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 rotors. Like always, free battery testing, charging, and recycling at every store. Celebrate free at AutoZone, now through July 28th. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Missions fans, level up your Tuesdays with AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium. Presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Unlock $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more. Don't miss this high-score deal. First pitch is 7:05 p.m. Grab your tickets now at samissions.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right. It's time to win Rob's tickets.
Oh, this is I'm sorry, I got to put my headphone on. Yeah, this is the spacey version.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Who wants to stand next to me?
In the
and
parking
see the
lot.
cult? I'll be the one with a headscarf. My black wig on.
Let's go with
black lips.
You want to go see the Cult with special guest Patriarchy, October 21st at the Majestic.
Learning my good hand movements for when I'm dancing.
Let's go with caller number 5. You'll win Rob's tickets. The tickets that we had earmarked for Rob. Now he's not going to be able to go.
I'm going to get backstage. I'm going to be hanging with the band.
Yep. Maybe so.
Well, we'll all be taking our IVs and having an early supper. They're all about 75, so I don't expect a whole lot.
See if I could find a
How old is Ian Asbury?
Modern picture of the Cult.
I saw a picture. They haven't aged well. It hadn't gone well for them.
Let's see. Ian Asbury is 63.
That's not bad. That's about right. Yeah, that's prime of life.
Yeah. Yeah, the band had performed under the name of Death Cult, which was an evolution of the name of Ian Asbury's previous band, Southern Death Cult.
It's kind of like the growth of Texas State University.
Yes.
Then they joined the Pac-12 and changed the name to the Cult.
And then they did the Love Removal Machine. I always thought Love Removal Machine meant like a machine that cuts your penis off.
It could be just an evil woman.
It could be that too. Could be the same thing. But yeah, caller number 5, you'll win Rob's tickets to go see the
Lucky
Cult.
devil.
Sorry, bastards. All right. Latest news with the Mountain West Conference. They are pausing their expansion while they deal with this legal issue with the Pac-12. They added Grand Canyon and all sports except football beginning this year. Hawaii, who plays football for the Mountain West, will join as a full member in 2026. So will UTEP. Northern Illinois is going to be a football only.
What?
UC Davis is going. Well, Northern Illinois doesn't have. I don't know why they're going to be. I guess they're stuck in the MAC. I don't know. UC Davis will be a non-football member.
So Northern Illinois in 2 years is going to have to fly to Hawaii to play sports.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But they're involved in a legal dispute with the Pac-12 right now. And they are going to pause expansion until that happens. Now, the latest with the Pac-12, obviously the reason why the Pac-12 matters around here is Texas State has been the latest to be added to the Pac-12. And Texas State moved to block the release of the Pac-12 membership agreement, which is so weird to me. They asked the Texas Attorney General's office to issue an interpretation of the state's Public Information Act law that would allow the university to keep these records secret from the public, which is very odd to me.
Anytime anybody hears that, I don't care what it is you don't want me to know. Now I got to know. Now you're going to have to show it to me.
Now, the next deadline is July 22nd, when the Texas AG's office, they must submit their argument for why these records should be withheld or redacted under state law. Now, again, we said this yesterday. You don't like to assume anything, but my assumption is that
the moment you don't want me to see it, I got to see it.
Yeah, you don't want me to know because there's something about it that is embarrassing or unbecoming, which may mean you're not getting Pac-12 money to be in the Pac-12, which, you know, I don't know how big of a deal it is. I didn't give SMU too much grief for not taking a full share when they got to the ACC. But also, by going to the ACC, you went from non-power conference football to power conference football. And that is there's a benefit built in beyond even the money. With the Pac-12, you're going from non-power conference football to non-power conference football. And if you're not taking money to do it, it's kind of weird.
They're betting to come. They're betting that the non-power conference, the power conference name will eventually rise to become a power conference again. Where we know,
I'll take the bet on that, on the no.
Well, but I can guarantee you that any other conference won't. The only likely conference that even has an opportunity is the Pac-12. The Mountain West will never be a Power 5, but the Pac-12 could at some point, because of their history and because of the two anchor schools, maybe, kind of, possible, make it back. Like you said, you don't think so.
No.
But they've got as good a chance. They're the only boat in the harbor right now. They're the only one that gives you a chance, if you aspire to that, to go there. And that's why UTEP's looking at it, and that's why all these other schools who've been low D1 forever, that's the only place to go, or they're going to be permanently marooned on the Mountain West Island, and you'll never get off if you don't try to get off of it now.
But that's what you are.
Well, that's what you are now. I get the aspiration. I do. But you better be aspiring with some money in your pocket. And if you're aspiring to this and you took a pay cut, now we got some questions because they obviously don't have the money. You don't have the money to compete. I feel like they are dreaming, and they sold their fans kind of a rosier
that's what I believe.
Than really is going to, or not a rosier picture than is what in fact the case. So now they could be right in the long run, it turns out, but you'd hope that you were making a little bit of money on the way.
Well, just take a look at Texas State Twitter. Like, they believe they're power conference football.
Well, and they're not, but they have every right to think that, and that's the reason you make this deal, get everybody excited.
No,
and
you don't have every right to think that.
You do. Who are you to lessen hope? I mean, it
because
could work out.
There's literally power conference football means you've got an auto bid.
Well, no, they know that, but the hope is by 26, 27, as things. The transfer portal settles down and we get a leveled off playing field about pay and all that, then they're going to be in a place to succeed. But they know if they stay in the Mountain West or conference, all these other ones, they're never. I mean, you have decided, at least here, there's hope.
Yeah.
And if you sold hope when there's no backing to it, now you're going to have a problem because you're right. Twitter all over the place. They're there. They're in the Pac-12, the Conference of Champions. Well, maybe someday, but if you're not making the money you thought you were going to make. And we're talking about, you know what your travel budget's going to look like, and you know what you're going to have to do to your buildings now? You're going to have to build a new football stadium. You're going to have to build a new basketball stadium. Hell, you got Gonzaga coming to town. So the capital investment is going to have to be justified by the opportunity to compete for a national champion at some point 20 years from now.
Listen.
Right now, if you find out there's no money and there's no possibility, what have we done to ourselves? We bought a house we can't afford.
This isn't to say that, I mean, you're taking a step up no matter what. Going from the Sun Belt to the Pac-12, even this version of the Pac-12 is a huge step up. But I think what they got caught doing is overselling it to their fans. And that's why they're trying to keep this from coming out, because there's something that said maybe we didn't get as good of a deal as we presented that
right
we did.
Now, I think we can guarantee that's the case.
I think we'll know more on July 22nd. All right, 1 hour to go on a Friday. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Whether you're serving now or have served, American Public University provides education at a pace and price that fit your life. Special rates and grants are available for you and your family. Learn more at apu.apus.edu/military.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million. Pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
Don't let pain hold you back from living your best life. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. At Arasti, we're dedicated to providing fast, effective relief from pain. Whether you've been dealing with a chronic discomfort for years or have recently suffered an injury, our goal is to help you recover quickly. Our treatment is all natural, non-invasive, and covered by most insurance plans. With convenient locations nearby, relief is just a call away. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. At Rosti, we fix pain fast.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ziprecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and happy Friday as you head into your morning commute northeast side of town. Got a couple of trouble spots. 410 westbound before you get to Broadway. Got a wreck that's taking up 2 left lanes as you stop and go from Nacogdoches. And then this wreck at 410 westbound, Austin Highway to Perrin Vital. Left lane, 2 right lanes blocked. That's a 10-12 minute delay, and that has you slow from Randolph Boulevard. It's also impacting traffic on 35 southbound. That's rolling slowly. Tupperwine on over to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The San Antonio Spurs got blown out by the Charlotte Hornets last night, falling 106-81. A bright point for the Spurs, Carter Bryant. He scored 16 points, going 4-6 from 3. In the NFL, T.J. Watt is a wealthy man. He became the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL yesterday, signing a 3-year, $123 million deal, averaging $41 million per year, with $108 million guaranteed. Micah is on deck. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Look at us, look at us. 1 hour to go in our week. Rob, you got big plans this weekend? You got to go up to Dallas and eat old cheeseburgers or anything?
Nope, I'll be around the casa all week long.
Yeah.
No old cheeseburgers in my near future.
In that loud-ass pool?
In the
but
My
I'm
white
sure
whale.
nice and clean pool.
It is heavily chlorinated as we
There
speak.
we go. Can you get in it?
If you want blonde hair. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We swam yesterday.
Okay.
My white whale.
Yeah, it's kicked your ass for the last year.
There's a lot of things in transition in that pool.
Yeah.
A lot of things that need to be switched out. It's just a matter of what needs to happen first. 25-year-old pool.
It happens. If you're married to someone for 25 years, things start to fall apart.
I know it. I had the guy come out and he walked up to the pool. He goes, "Oh, old school,
old school, baby.
How many gallons this one hold?"
Yeah, a lot.
And we just kicked the dirt and talked about our water for a minute.
There you go. Well, hey, man. I hope you've beat it for the summer. At least.
Well, we all have our old WAPOs.
Yeah.
This is one of mine.
The lady basketballers over 40 of them got together in unity. Caitlin, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, and more gathered for a meeting between the WNBA Players Association and the league to discuss the new collective bargaining agreement. It was the first in-person meeting the two parties have had since December. They went at it for a couple hours, and they walked away with nothing. There's still no agreement, no resolution. There's talk of a lockout. There's talk of a player strike. I'll pose this to you, Rob. Is there a league that you can picture in the world that can afford less to go away right now than the WNBA?
Well, no, they can't afford to go away. But they're going to have to get their priorities straight with the CBA. I mean, there's a lot of money in play here, more than they've ever dealt with. So I think it might be a necessary evil to get this right early. And I do think that the WNBA and the players realize that, we're right on the beginning of something that if we handle it right, we can all make a lot more money than we ever dreamed that we could. They're never going to be the NBA. They're not even ever going to be the MLS. But there's more money than they ever thought that they would ever have available to them right now. And they've got young stars coming, so they need to make sure their house is in order. And that might require the NBA to lock the players out. I don't think the players are going to strike. I think the WNBA will lock the players out because we're going to have to be able to maintain growth here, and part of that will be we're going to have to pay all these new young stars in a more appropriate manner. We can't get behind the eight ball and start paying these young players too much too soon. And I think it's going to lead to a lockout. It's not going to be the best thing, but if they don't get their house in order, they could imminently collapse.
This is what I don't understand. I mean, to me, it's real simple, and I normally side with players here. I have a hard time siding with the players, like getting as much money as it seems like they're trying to get when did the WNBA start?
Well, they're 20, 25 years old
okay.
At least. Yeah.
It's on average lost over $10 million a year. It's been a $10 million loser for 25 years.
They're telling us they're losing money. I don't know a whole lot of billionaires that lose money. I'm just saying. I know I always fall back. There was a Spurs guy way back when that said, we don't even start making money till the playoffs. And you want to go, shut up. Yeah, so you can account to a loss. They ain't losing money. They're not. They're at the very least, they're only making enough money to hide. I just don't believe billionaires don't become billionaires losing money.
I think there are billionaires who have businesses that lose, and it works out for the greater good for them.
I think there's write-offs to be had, but the league as a whole, 30 billionaires or 20 billionaires getting together and say, yeah, I'll buy a team. And the Spurs sold out. They didn't like it. They weren't making any money.
But it's been subsidized by the NBA. So the NBA's been. I don't think the owners are losing money. I think the NBA is making sure that they don't, but they're still losing money. Like the league itself is a loser.
I think I can get an accountant. I think that they are not. At the very least, they're breaking even, and they're using, and maybe owners are using some of the losses as an accounting tool. I just don't believe that.
If somebody involved with the WNBA, after 25 years of hearing that they're losing money every year, would come out and show that they're not.
Yeah,
they're losers.
I think they're losers in that they haven't caught on, but they're not losing money. So I'm not going to buy that argument. But I do believe that with all the TV and stuff and that's coming and the stars that are being bigger than just the sport, And there's more coming. And as much as we love Asia is a WNBA star, but she's not a media star. And now we're getting media stars that are coming in, and they're going to demand some more things. And all of it's not about pay. Some of it is about equitable distribution of funds among teams and players and how you treat vets and rookies and all that kind of stuff that the other leagues have already fixed. I mean, they've already gone through all this. And they do have a template of what works and what doesn't. I just think that right now the players believe that they're worth more than they are, and the teams are going to end up locking them out.
And the number that I hit, the $10 million a year, that's coming from Adam Silver.
Yeah.
This number is coming from Adam Silver. In 2024, the WNBA was expected to lose $50 million despite surging interest. But this year, 2025, the league is projected to triple its annual rights revenue to between 180 and 200 million. So this is the first year they are expected to generate a real profit. Very exciting. And I think everybody understands that WNBA is now on a different level than it was 5 years ago, 25 years ago. It's a different product.
And they're going to have to create a salary and a pay structure reflective of their growth. They can't sustain what was with all this new money. And I think that the players are demanding, and they have every right to ask, but they're not going to get the kind of piece of the pie that they want.
But if you're the NBA that has been kind of covering the asses of this league for 25 years, and now they're making money, and you're like, it's almost like getting your kid off your car insurance. It's like, yes, finally, they got a real job, they're going to make some money, and then you don't want them to go out and buy a Lamborghini with their first paycheck.
Well, all of that.
And it feels like right now they're trying to go buy a Lamborghini with their first paycheck.
They're tasting success and big name. They're getting shoe deals and all the other stuff. And I would want to demand the same things I see my cohorts in NBA and other places. And they will eventually, but they have to be convinced this is we're growing and we're recompensing some perceived losses in the past. And for us to make sure that you have a career, we're going to have to set some structure here, and it's going to and it's not just individual pay. There's other things. There's retirement and, rookie benefits and, aprons and all that other stuff that the other leagues have dealt with already. And now here comes them, and we know that every other league, regardless of whether they'd seen it happen and how it worked out, you have to work it out for yourself. And I can see a lockout coming. It's not going to be a strike. Players aren't going to want to strike. They want money. They're going to show.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only getting $75,000 a year for the most part. They're going to show up for work, but the owners are going to lock them out until they get a product that is financially sustainable, that still pays your stars. But like you were saying, with these millions of dollars of losses, I think that every owner has the right to say, I get to make some of this back now.
Yeah, it's time for us to put some of this in our pocket before we start paying you guys like you've been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah, and it's going to happen, and it's going to be painful. And the players, just like the NFL did back in 1984, are going to have to go, wait a minute, we're going to have to allow the owners to be successful before we can be successful. And the next agreement that comes up in 5 years, those little things that we desperately want will prove that we're worthy of them. And look where the NFL is now 40 years later, where guys are making that kind of money. It's just the process of a league's growth. And it's going to be painful to the Angel Reeses and the Caitlin Clarks. They're not going to get the money from the league that they feel like they deserve. But the rookies and those modern players are going to get a bump. They're going to get a significant pay raise. But the superstars, they're not going to get the $20 million a year. That's not coming. And they're going to have every right to ask for it because there's about 5 players that are carrying this whole league, and they're not going to get it.
Claymore says, how are they losing money and still having expansion teams join the WNBA? I'm just curious. Well, because they're finding guys who are trying to buy on the come. Like, if anybody who's willing to invest a franchise fee and pay for a franchise, they're not going to say no to that. The MLS went through this same thing. There was a time when the MLS was bleeding money, but the thought was soccer is becoming so big in the U.S. that we want to get our footprint in here before it blows up. So people were buying up soccer franchises and starting these MLS teams. And, I don't know if the MLS is now, I assume it's profitable by now. I don't know. But those guys who jumped in when it wasn't profitable are probably being rewarded for it. And that's what these guys are seeing now. They're saying, okay, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because if it was profitable, you wouldn't see all these WNBA teams folding out of the blue. You wouldn't see the Comets dropping off the earth. The whoever owned the Silver Stars wouldn't have gotten rid of them if it was a moneymaker.
Well, they sold them to Vegas. But you got to be careful too that when you expand, it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme.
Oh,
because
yes.
they buy in and suddenly makes your team a little bit more profitable because somebody just spent $100 million to buy the team. But no one spends $100 million with the expectation of a loss. I refuse to believe when teams come out and league, even Silver, and come out and say we lost $50 million. Nobody lost $50 million. Now, accounting-wise, we can make it look that way, but billionaires don't become billionaires losing money. And the write-off part of that, there's money to be made. We just need to make sure that the pigs don't get too fat and the hogs don't get slaughtered. That's all we got to do here, and that's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because these stars, I get why Angel Reese is asking for more. If I'm Caitlin Clark, I want 90% of your operating budget but for me, but that's just not going to happen.
The current team valuations, if you were to go try and buy a team today, the average WNBA team is worth $96 million, according to Sportico. The Aces are the most valuable team. They're valued at $140 million.
That was the Stars. That was the Spurs franchise.
So let's say you're somewhere between. If 96 is the average, let's say we'll just go with 100.
It'll be $100 million buy-in
to make it simple. If your whole organization is worth $100 million, like what's a fair salary for the players?
Depending on who you ask. You ask the players. $99 million. What do you mean? You may make $1 million off my back.
Yeah.
You know, that's what a player's going to say, and the owner's going to go, no, 52% of that is mine.
Right.
Because I'm building the floor, I'm paying the planes. So that's why there's going to be a lockout.
Yeah. These guys better get used to they better learn to speak Turkish.
Well, I mean, they already know, sadly, because even if they get the best of both possible worlds, most of the WNBA will make under $250,000 a year, make $200,000 a year, and play in probably 2 leagues.
Yeah.
They're going to have to go travel someplace else to make the kind of
play
money.
in the offseason.
Or maybe the WNBA is their offseason.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not kid ourselves, but it'll involve playing in 2 leagues and doing things year-round.
The downside is Brittany Griner can't even play in Russia anymore.
Well, she can.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
she's
she can.
going to have to be weed-free.
I don't think she's allowed back in the country.
I don't think she can be.
Is that why? Well, I think
we literally had to trade terrorists for her. I don't think
times have changed.
I don't think she's going back.
Well, she might not want to go back, but they'd be happy to have her.
I wouldn't let her. No way.
No way.
I'd say, listen, you go.
Oh, they'd be happy to have her.
If you go and you end up in the gulag, you're on your own.
Well, yeah.
We're not trading any other terrorists for you.
Yeah, you know, Becky Hammond, our beloved Becky, she played for Russia in the Olympics.
I don't like that.
What?
Yeah, she did.
Just traitor.
Well, she had played professionally there for years,
Traitor.
as WNBA players have had to do, and she didn't make the USA team, and she played for Russia.
Well, Brittany Griner better make Team USA then, I can tell you that much. Yeah, if she goes to Russia again, she's on her own. I'm cutting off all support. I don't think this president will save her either, I can tell you that much.
Oh, no, he can't barely save himself right now.
All right. Let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll talk about what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your midday commute, still dealing with this trouble spot on the west side, Highway 90, eastbound at 35. It's a stall. They did move it off a main lane. It's off to the right shoulder. And 35 southbound Fisher Road, far northeast side of town. That's a disabled tractor trailer off to the shoulder. A little bit of delay in the area. A stall at I-10 eastbound at South Presa. Southeast side is off to the shoulder and ongoing road work. I-10 westbound, that off-ramp at Zool Road. Far east side of town, that road work blocking the exit ramp. It is causing delays. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Texas Department of Transportation. If you think you need to speed, keep in mind that officers are out in force this month, reminding drivers to slow down or pay up. It's called Operation Slowdown. Speeding can cost you time, money, and hassle. It's just not worth it. A message from TxDOT.
Hunger striking, snack time calling, it's crunch time. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds brings you the boldest protein-packed crunch you can't resist with mouth-watering flavors like hot honey, sweet barbecue, and sea salt and cracked black pepper. Why settle for chips when you can level up your snacking game? Plus, they're low-carb, high-protein, and made for adventurous appetites. Score big flavor today. Grab Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Looking for a place with character, cold drinks, and real Texas charm? Pull up a chair at the Lion and Rose in the Dominion. This local favorite, run by the Tharp family, serves up Southern hospitality, military pride, and seriously good food. Happy hour daily from 3 till 7 p.m. with $2.50 drafts, select wine, wells, and mimosas. Plus, tasty bites from just $5. Big screens, bold flavors, and a patio made for post-game hangs. Now open at 23330 West I-10. The Lion and Rose.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Wesley makes a good point here. NIL rev share in NCAA women's sports going to kill leagues like the WNBA.
It could.
That Kennedy gal getting two $1 million deals ain't happening at a pro level.
You know what? And is that a bad thing?
I think most people aspire to go to college so they can get a job where they can make their most money. But I guess if you make the most money you can during college, then you can just
22 with a couple million in the bank and a degree.
I guess yeah.
No-brainer. It could be worse.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad, I guess, if the most money you ever make in your life is at college. But you could still get a job. You just might not. You might have to take a pay cut after you graduate college.
Well, there's always that. There's always basketball in Turkey. Go play in the Philippines.
Yeah. Big
dollar
deal.
goes a long way
Big
over there.
Deal.
Take on that Ladyboy squad.
What are you gonna talk to your kid? Like, what are you gonna do after college? I don't know. I'm gonna retire, I guess.
Go play lady basketball in the Philippines.
I'm gonna retire. Rin says none of them are getting a degree.
Well,
Paige Beckers was in college for like 8 years. She didn't get a degree.
I think after 6 years, you can just fall ass backwards. You get a participation degree.
You better get one.
She got an associate's.
You got in psychology.
Yeah.
She better have gotten a degree.
What are you talking about? I got my degree. It's in Elizabethan poetry. Give me a job.
Oh, all right. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world outside of sports. I saw the president's threatening to sue the Wall Street Journal.
Well, it's a sketchy letter that could be.
Yes. The Journal published an article yesterday that claims Trump contributed a lewd birthday letter to a compilation given to Jeffrey Epstein in 2003, 3 years before he was arrested for prostitution-related offenses. The article claims that among the materials in an Epstein investigation years ago was a book of birthday letters from 2003, including one with the outline of a naked woman where the signature Donald can be seen.
Where the pubic hair would be.
The letter concludes with "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret."
What?
Oh my God,
dude.
Yeah.
Now Trump says the story's false, malicious, and defamatory.
So it must be true.
It must be true then.
He says that the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Rupert Murdoch were warned they would face legal action if the story was published. So we'll see. We'll see if we'll see what goes here.
First Amendment.
It's a wonderful
lots
secret.
of drama.
The ultimate defense.
The fake news
is truth.
Fake news. The
Fake
big
news
story of yesterday was the Astronomer CEO, Andy Byron, and Kristen Cabot.
And she was the head of HR, right?
She is the head of HR.
Yes.
Now, I would think maybe the biggest faux pas you could have as the head of HR is to be sleeping with the married boss.
That's probably in the manual. That's probably on the second page. At no time should you ever attempt to sleep with the CEO.
I saw. First of all, I felt bad.
Man.
I kind of felt bad for him that they got basically doxxed like they did on the internet.
Dude,
people came right after him. But secondly, you got to play it a little cooler than that. Like they were so obvious.
If they'd have just hung cool, I don't think anybody would have noticed.
I don't
they
think
would have
so
just
either.
flashed on him and they'd have just
If they
carried on, and
raised their
somebody would have
arms in there
said,
and go, "Woo!"
and somebody would have said,
all yellow.
"Was that?" Nah, that's all that would have happened. They would have looked up and said, "Was that?" No, it couldn't have been
But because she jumped over the seats and he ran and ducked, it was like, oh, there's something going on.
I was expecting him to pull his pants up. Like, dude, you look like you just got
seriously. But I would be embarrassed if I got caught at a Coldplay concert.
All in all, I think it was more about the show.
Well, no matter who I was with, that'd be embarrassing. Oh my God, I'm out there rocking out to Yellow. Oof, it's a bad look for me. But there's also, this is great. This was just a few months ago. Andy Byron said that she's a proven leader. Kristen's exceptional leadership and deep expertise in talent management, employee engagement, and scaling people strategies will be critical as we continue our rapid trajectory.
She's scaling my strategy.
Yeah, I got a strategy for that.
Scale this, baby.
She's a proven leader at multiple growth stage companies, and her passion for fostering diverse, collaborative workplaces make her a perfect fit for Astronomer. I'm also a perfect fit in that ass.
Gotcha.
I know, right? I got you.
Bang!
All that's going to cost you is half.
That's right. What's that?
Half.
What's your favorite thing about your new HR hire?
Hey! Come on, man.
There, but by the grace of God, so many people have gone. You want to feel sorry for him, but dude, shouldn't have cheated.
Also, dude, you're a recognizable enough person
He was in a suite. He didn't think anybody would notice.
Yeah, but you're in public. There's people around. It's like, you got to be smarter than that, man. You got to be smarter than that. Got to be smarter. But apparently he's not. So there you go. Sometimes it be like that.
These people.
But you know what? Maybe he got it, and then doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. There's thought that maybe the Coldplay outing was like a team building thing that was organized by Astronomer, which would bring in a whole lot of other issues, all HR issues that we can't bring to anybody because the HR lady is banging.
Come on, man.
Yeah, banging the CEO. When you go knock on the HR door to say, hey, what's going on? All you hear is,
Hey!
Come on, man.
CBS has canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Called it
Gone.
a financial issue. May of 26 next year will be the last show.
Now, I am certain this has nothing to do with Stephen Colbert criticizing his parent company for bending the knee to Trump.
Well, I know they recently lost a pretty good lawsuit.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, listen, I
think he was getting his ass kicked by Jimmy Fallon.
I think that's the other thing. He's been third for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But it's also it's a ridiculously expensive show, I'm sure.
I'm a fan of Colbert. I don't think he's gone, but this show wasn't my cup of tea. I never watched it much.
It says we consider Stephen Colbert irreplaceable and will retire the Late Show franchise in May of 2026. So they're not going to try and bring in somebody else.
So the Letterman throne is now officially gone.
It is closed down. Closed down. It says it is not related. This is purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night. It's not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening in Paramount.
It's not you, it's us.
That's right.
You're still fired.
Colbert was informed of the network's decision Wednesday evening, told the audience about it at the taping for Thursday's broadcast. He said, it's a fantastic job. I wish somebody else was getting it because obviously he would love for his staff to stay around as well. The audience members booed, and he said, yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of the Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away. Colbert and Jon Stewart could be under growing scrutiny from executives at Skydance Media, the parent company of both CBS and Comedy Central.
Which they just purchased all this. Yeah.
David Ellison leads Skydance. He has projected an image of being intrigued by the politics of President Donald Trump, who Colbert and Stewart routinely
despise,
go after in their comedy. Has nothing to do with that, though.
No.
Nothing to do with that. No, it's nothing like when I got fired.
It's not you, it's us.
When I got fired right after the company that I worked for got bought by Mormon bankers, and they heard the show I was doing that was #1 in Austin, and they said, we don't want this show here anymore. Had nothing to do with that and with the content of my show. It was strictly financial.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The #1 show.
#1 show. Gone.
Some Cowboy news coming across the.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, is it non-sporting Cowboy news?
It has to do with Trayvon Diggs and a fine that he's going to have to pay.
Oh, what's it for?
He did not work out at least 84% of his off-season workouts, and the Cowboys are going to fine him $500,000 off of his $9 million base salary.
What is he, Kyler Murray? Playing video games or what?
This came down this morning. Club officials had an option of not enforcing the clause in the contract. Some players have workout clauses in their contracts as a bonus for attending certain percentages of their sessions. That wasn't part of a bonus structure. It was part of his pay. He did not do 84%, and he loses $500,000.
I'd be so pissed off if I lost $500,000 for not exercising enough.
Just go.
Wow. Finally, Brian Littrell. Are you familiar with Brian Littrell?
Name does not ring a bell.
He is a Backstreet Boy.
Oh, okay.
Often known as the cute one. He says a local Florida sheriff's office isn't doing enough to protect his multi-million-dollar beachfront property from trespassers, and he is asking a judge for an order commanding deputies to do so. There's 825 miles of beaches in Florida, and I would imagine most of them are owned by wealthy people. But those beaches also get used for public things. And the way Florida law works, any sand on a beach below the high tide water mark,
it's like the bed and banks of a river,
is public.
Yeah.
Anything above the high tide water mark is private.
Okay, makes sense.
Now, many homeowners own the sand down to the average high water line, though some counties over the decades have passed local ordinances that let the public use otherwise private beaches for sunbathing, fishing, and walking if people have historically had access for those purposes. Property records show that Luttrell's company purchased the property in Santa Rosa Beach in 2023 for $3.8 million. Now, his company is saying that chairs, umbrellas, and small tables had been put out on the beach, as well as no trespassing signs to mark it as private property. But they believe that effort has all been in vain, as numerous trespassers have set out to antagonize, bully, and harass the Luttrell family by regularly everyday trespassing. The sheriff's office has refused requests to remove them, and the family has had to hire private security. Wow. So we'll see what comes of this. Florida lawmakers this year approved legislation that restored control back to local authorities, and Governor Ron DeSantis signed that into law last month in Santa Rosa Beach, the town where Luttrell's house is located. So there was a law that blocked any local government from passing ordinances dealing with public beach access until affected homeowners were notified. A public hearing was held, and a court had determined whether a private beach was historically open to the public, but that's all been changed now. So we'll see. The Backstreet Boys, it's tough life at the Backstreet Boys house. Yeah. It's a tough life.
He must be a real jerk. I mean, he's a Backstreet Boy. How hard would it be to call your local mayor at Santa Rosa and say, hey, man, can you send a sheriff over here a couple times a day? And they're no!
It seems
You're
he's
such
tried.
a jerk. Well, I mean, I just can't imagine a guy who's a $3.8 million high-end property owner in this town who has a little bit of sway can't get the sheriff to have his guys drive by. He must have done something to make some people mad.
Yeah, maybe so.
Or just hires private security. Be the tough guys.
I guess so. There you go. That is what's going on in the world outside of sporting. Sports comes back to the spotlight in our next segment, our final segment of the week.
He hates the sheriff. I just read part of this letter. He called them feckless.
Oh, I hate being called feckless.
I don't even know what that means, but I don't like you now.
It's like saying cochise without saying it.
Yeah, hey, the feckless sheriff's department. Oh, you want to bring my feckless sheriffs over? All right.
But we'll wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
I'd like for this team to grow together, and Giannis is going to command a hell of a lot more money.
You are so much more concerned about Peter J. Holt's wallet than I am.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't give a damn what apron he's got to spend. Just give me a damn winner.
The problem is he does concern himself with the aprons and the dresses and the jewelry and all of that other stuff.
What dresses?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams July Summer Sale and get 30% off paints and stains July 18th through the 28th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
94.1 San Antonio. Of healthcare professionals and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Come as you are, as you were. Come on, harmonize with me, Vic. Want you to be as a friend, as a friend, as a known enemy. I need some cigarettes before I can sing this right.
And a shotgun.
Oh,
too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon. It's only been 30 years.
Too soon.
Come on, man.
Uncalled for. Uncalled for. All right. Let's wrap up the show the way we always do, friends. Let's take a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Oh, yes. Guess who's back? Back again.
Uh-oh.
Baseball's back. Tell your friend.
Everybody
Guess who's back?
rested, relaxed, ready to charge into the second half.
And it's a holiday. We'll get to that here in a minute. And
it's a holiday.
It's a special kind of holiday. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Lucas Giolito goes for the Red Sox. They're in Chicago taking on the Cubbies. Red Sox have won, I don't know. They've been on a tear before the break.
Worked out. The trade worked.
Yeah, they were
some bad seeds.
They were rolling before the break. Boston they've won 10 straight games. They are now 1 game behind the New York Yankees for second place in the ALS. So they're on fire.
Low key, good pitching matchup too.
And they're underdogs today. They are plus 113 at Chicago. Colin Ray going for the Cubs. Giolito going for the Red Sox. Jonathan Cannon will go for the White Sox. They are plus 135 on the road in Pittsburgh, taking on Bailey Falter and the Pirates. Pirates minus 165. The Angels are in Philadelphia, taking on the Phillies. Jesus Luzardo, all-star snub. Jesus Luzardo, mind you, and the Phillies are minus 220 favorites. Dylan Cease and the Padres. Dylan Cease has had a terrible season. They are minus 150 at Washington. Michael Soroka and the Nationals. Home dogs once again. The Giants send Justin Verlander to the hill. They're plus 125 in Toronto. Chris Bassett going for the Jays. Jays minus 150. Nick Lodolo and the Reds are in New York taking on the Mets. Sean Manaea going for the Metropolitans. They are minus 160. J.P. Sears and the Athletics are in Cleveland taking on Slade Ciccone and the Guardians. Guards minus 130. Seth Lugo and the Royals minus 125 favorites on the road in Miami taking on the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara going for the Marlins. We got to pick them between the Yankees and the Braves. Spencer Strider on the hill for the Braves. Yankees going with an opener.
I don't have pitchers named in this.
Yeah, the Yankees are going to. It hasn't said yet they're going to have an opener start. So I don't know, which is kind of weird. Yeah. Spencer Strider is going to go for Atlanta though, minus 110 both ways there. Charlie F. and Morton going for Baltimore. They're in Tampa taking on the Rays. Taj Bradley going for the Rays. Rays minus 125. And what holiday is it? It's Patrick Corbin Day.
It's been a minute. I forgot. I'm not celebrating appropriately.
And how about this? Patrick Corbin and the Rangers host the Detroit Tigers. Reese Olson going for the Tigers. The best team in the American League, Detroit Tigers. It's a pick'em, minus 110 both ways.
Come on, Corbin. Do your dirtiest.
I got to do it, man. I got to be on my Tigers today. I mean, it's Patrick Corbin Day. What am I supposed to do? Chris Paddock is going for the Twins today. They are in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Kyle Freeland going for Colorado. Twins minus 170. Andre Payante goes for the Cardinals. They're in Arizona taking on the D-backs. Brandon Pfaadt goes for the Diamondbacks. They're minus 135 favorites. Quinn Priester goes for the Brew Crew. They're in L.A. taking on the Dodgers. Tyler Glasnow going for L.A. L.A. minus 195. And Strohs in Seattle. Sleepless in Seattle. Brandon Walter goes for the Astros. Luis Castillo for the Mariners. Mariners minus 135 favorites. In the NBA's Summer League, Mavericks 4.5-point dogs in Orlando. They're playing in Vegas. They're playing against Orlando. Orlando a 4.5-point favorite. Sixers 1.5-point favorites against Brooklyn. The Heat 3.5-point dogs against Milwaukee. The Utah Jazz play Chicago. The Bulls are a 3-point favorite. The Pacers are 1.5-point dogs to the Pelicans. The Lakers, Bronny baby, 2-point favorites against the Nuggets. And tomorrow the Kings Raptors minus 3, and the Hornets Thunder are 2-point favorites in the Open Championship.
The Open. They're ripping this course up, man. You got guys 8-9 under. 8 under?
The favorite right now, Scotty Scheffler, plus 225. Matt Fitzpatrick is your second favorite. It's 6-1. Brian Harmon, plus 650. Hao Tong Lee, 11-1. John Rahm, 12-1. Tyrell Hatton, 14-1. Rory McIlroy, 14-1. Harris English, 30-1. If you're interested in that. Xander, 60-1.
Kind of getting out there.
Yeah, I think now we're probably getting to the point where there's not much hope here.
Is the weather good? I mean, it's hard to tell when you see the highlights because it looks like everybody's freezing and it's windy. But
terrible.
They're popping some 8 under.
Yeah,
that's not what I'm accustomed to.
What's the guy's name? The Aussie guy?
Patrick Keane.
Ryan Keane.
Ryan Keane.
Oh, you can't get odds on him. He must be screwed. He's dead in the water. Dead in the water.
You don't have him highest placing ex-con?
No. Well, I did have that, and I think that's no. I had I've got Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, see, that was where the money went.
I took Scheffler.
That would be the more appropriate bet.
Yeah, I took the thug, the real thug. I'm not some Johnny-come-lately thug. So I go with old, tried and true, old, reliable thug.
So every week, your highest placing ex-con, we got a choice of 2.
Yeah, well,
it goes without saying. We don't really have a choice.
Is there really a choice? Yeah, let's be serious here. The UFC gets back in action this weekend. UFC 318. Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway, Part 3.
I know those names.
They are back at it.
This has been going on for 10 years now?
Yeah, it's been going for a while. These two. They get their third match. It is Dustin Poirier's retirement match. He is plus 125. Max Holloway minus 150. a pretty healthy favorite here, which is funny considering Poirier's won the first 2 fights. I tend to lean to Max, but I don't have a good enough feel. I'm not laying minus 150 on Max Holloway, I can tell you that. In fact, I think there is some value on Poirier as a plus 125 dog. Probably my favorite play on the card is Texas's own Ryan Spann, Beaumont, Texas, to be exact. He's a minus 230 favorite against Lucas Brzeski, who has fought 6 times in the UFC and has won once. He sucks. And Ryan Spann has been kind of on a losing streak. I think they're trying to get him to right the ship here. I expect him to right the ship rather quickly. I expect Ryan Spann to get a finish of Lucas Brzeski.
With a finish, I have him on my DFS with an over or under 5-minute fight time.
I think it's under 5 minutes.
Take him under 5 minutes.
I think so. I think he gets a first-round finish. He doesn't like going to the second round anyway. He's kind of a go for the gusto. He's a terrible defensive fighter, Ryan Spann is. He often gets knocked out, but usually win or lose, it's usually in the first round. So that's kind of the way I would look at it once again. So there you go, friends. There is that's your world in sports this weekend. I don't know if there's anything else big going on this weekend, but if there is, I don't know about it. So that's probably not shocking. What do I know about sports anyway? So there you go. Big plans. What are the plans, Rob? What are you doing this weekend?
Seriously, I have 0. I'm going to spend the weekend doing the honeydews. Might make a movie or 2. Cold beer on the veranda, but that's about it.
Make a movie with the honey, huh?
Well, you talked about Superman. You might have talked me into it.
I thought you meant make a movie with your wife.
Those movies don't take very long.
Oh.
2-3 minutes max.
Don't forget, you got to bring back the ring light. Don't forget.
We use mirrors.
Yeah, we use it here.
And wipe it down this time. Gross.
No, don't forget.
We're outdoor types. we like to find city parks.
Oh, boy, that's a crime. That's crime.
One of the tables hidden in brack.
Yeah, over there by that barbecue grill. You know the one. Amongst the feral cats.
Hey, Mike,
it's beautiful.
Mike Elko, your guy, shot down rumors about Shamar Stewart. Said there's no intention of Shamar to play for the Aggies this year. Shamar has been around. He's very comfortable in our program, really likes what we do training-wise. He's been training, getting ready for this season this year with the Bengals. We wish him the best, but there is no intention and no expectation that Shamar is going to be a Texas A&M Aggie this season.
But I still believe he is going to do everything he can to break that Bengals hold on the guaranteed money. Or whatever money they can pull back. I think because he's the only one that's been offered that kind of deal in the first round, he's not going to sign to anything till that's gone. And then I get the Bengals will drop it too.
I don't know who budges. I've said all along I think the Bengals are the ones in the wrong here, but I don't know. I don't know if the Bengals will the Bengals are always wrong, and they never seem to budge. So I have a hard time with this.
Well, you weigh this against dollar values just went up for their free agent. They're going to have to get Stewart in camp. I think Cincinnati buckles because they're not giving him any more money. This has nothing to do, like we talked about it yesterday. This has to do with the structure of the contract and what is indeed guaranteed and what they can keep and hold back. And they're only offering that there's only one first rounder that hadn't signed, and he's the only one with that addendum to the contract. I think they've got enough leverage. At least Shamar feels like he's got enough leverage between now and, he's going to have to be in camp here in about a week and a half. He'll be under contract.
Yeah, I tend to think so too. But again, nothing really surprises me with the Cincinnati Bengals. If they've got a way to blow it, they will. Someone asked about opinion on Barrios versus Pacquiao and Mario, San Antonio's own Mario Barrios.
It's going to be hard for him to punch down like that.
Yeah.
You got to make sure he doesn't punch Manny on the top of the head. Did you see the weigh-in? Those two facing off?
Oh, yeah.
It looked like Bruce Lee and Kareem.
I
was like, dude, Barrios is huge.
Here's my opinion on this. Barrios is probably going to win this fight. He's favored to win. He's minus 275. But Pacquiao at plus 210, you talk about Pacquiao as an underdog is going to be compelling pretty much every time. But it's been so long since he fought. He's so old.
When was his last fight?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it wasn't even real.
And it wasn't even real?
Well, the thing about Manny is, you're not going to knock him out. So you're going to have to get up on points and just stay the hell away. Because he will knock your ass out. He's got that old man strength that you got to be careful of.
I'm gonna go with over 10.5 rounds. You can get that at around minus 135.
I think knock him out.
I think it goes the distance. So over 10.5 rounds is the way I'll do it. I think Pacquiao makes it an interesting fight. I don't think he wins. I don't think it's in boxing's best interest if he wins. But I do think it's going to be fairly competitive, and I think it sees the final bell.
Dude, worst case scenario, Pacquiao win it.
Oh,
I mean that's worst case scenario.
Yeah, nobody.
We don't know that he's not going to get knocked out. But worst case for Marco is it looks like he was ill-equipped and ill-prepared for an old man, and the old man will land a punch or two, and you got to be careful. Dumb fight for Barrios to take other than for a paycheck.
Well, it's a damn good paycheck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I take that money, but it's just about impossible for you to come out looking any better than you did the day before the fight because you're supposed to beat this guy, and you better beat him handily.
I will say, I know you said he doesn't get knocked out, but I was in attendance at the MGM Grand Garden Arena back. This was like 2012-ish.
Okay.
2013-ish when he fought Juan Manuel Marquez, and Marquez
when Marquez disrespected him.
He left
punched
him.
Teddy Roach, that's right.
Yeah, remember he was
beat Marquez to an inch of his life.
No. This is the one where Marquez knocked Pacquiao out, and Pacquiao was like doing a plank through the bottom rope. He was sleep.
No, wasn't it the Marquez fight where he punched Freddie Roach?
Yep. They fought a couple times. But yeah, that was Pacquiao did. I think they went 1-1 in their fights, but yeah, or maybe 2-1. Maybe they fought 3 times, and Pacquiao won 2. And then the last time they fought, Marquez put him to sleep. Art says, never fight an old man. He'll just kill you.
I'm telling you, old men don't get knocked out. That connection between their jaw and their knees, it's broken. You can hit them all you want. You can hit them all they want. The knees ain't going to buckle.
It's calcified at that point. So there you go. Well, maybe that's good news for Dustin Poirier. Maybe that is.
The only thing with that, you can lose on the ground, too. You just get pulled over.
Oh, yeah. All right, friends, that does it for us this week. We'll do it again all next week. I don't think we have any days that we're missing shows next week. Knock on wood.
So far.
We'll see if we can come up with a reason.
A better offer.
Blitz coming up at 2. Don't miss it.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-499-9102. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous